Okay, we are back, I think.
Diminished.
Oh god, no way. No way you don't get to watch this ending.
Precision and power.
The manacles. Wait, the live stream is back on, but there's no one here. Oh, I hate my internet. I freaking hate my internet. Oh, what can be done? It's a freaking IT crash. Ruin everything. Here comes the manacles, and there's the kill. Sadly, only one person is here to watch it. I think it's me.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. A cacophony of bloodthirsty delight. Praise well earned.
The stream is back on, by the way. It was crashing. GG's. So yeah, that is it. That is the end of Silac's spot in the winner's bracket. We're back. We are back, are we? Yeah, we are back. Okay, good. So in terms of what happened, basically just what we were expecting. The Crusader just managed to heal again and again, and 98245 was able to take the W. Very close, but he was able to win, and he's going to be moving forward. And my internet just decided to crash and not do so well. So glad to see this garbage team lose. It was very close. It was very close. But it did end up losing. It was 9245. I'm just gonna leave that up on the screen there while we get ready for the next match. Which match is next? We have to see who's ready. Let's have a look. It's probably going to be... we've seen name unavailable. It's probably going to be Sergy versus David now. So yeah. Sergy, your time has come. I would love to proxy for one of them, but it becomes unfair. So yeah, they are both friends on stream now because the lobby ID wasn't working. So they're friends again, clearly. Surely he will not get the less than 10% kill. I don't know, man. I just can't with Immortal Musketeer. It doesn't feel like it for me. %70 hit into 8% death blow. Amazing. But yeah, let's have a look at the bracket once more. So now we're gonna witness Sergy versus David, and that's probably going to be the final match for today, unless we watch Name Unavailable versus Silac rematch. That would be awesome if we watch that as well. But these two will have to play tomorrow. And yeah, then we will see that happening tomorrow as well. Yeah, Sergy versus David now. Might as well get their decks up on screen. On a good day, yeah. I don't know, it feels like it's way too much effort for the reward of learning that team. Doesn't feel worthwhile for me. They're throwing shade at one another. You know what? Should I stir it up? Should I stir it up? I'm gonna stir it up real quick. They're throwing shade at one another because of the Silac says he lost on the 1%. I mean, the 35% dodge on the Jester into another, into the 8% kill on the Flashman was really lucky by Nani. But Nani did have to deal with 2 Musketeer crit heals. So I mean, there was luck on both sides. Yeah. They both got lucky, what can I say? Such is the way of the Butcher's Circus, right? I think, oh, I think Sergy might be... Are they getting into it? He says stream is up. Ah, stream is up. No! Oh no, he did not. Okay, David's name is... It's just a dig. David's name is a dig at Sergy. I don't want to get into it, but it is a big dig at Sergy. We'll see it soon. I might do a bit of an explanation. But yeah, let's show the decks on screen and see once more what they're going to play. Don't argue on RNG in Darkest Dungeon. Yeah. Oh dear, that is a big image. Okay, much better now. So yeah, we have witnessed this before, right? We theorized as to what they would play, but didn't actually watch it. But they're going straight into it, so let's go ahead. And here we go. Is there sound? There is. And it looks like it's gonna be Jester WD into David's Chef Stress 5. So yeah, Sergy goes first, and he is gonna be playing against this team that is very good against damage teams, and he does not have a way to reach that position for character. Also, who missed this background? Like, I was getting so used to the skillful stress teams versus the skillless damage teams, but yeah. Remind yourself that Arbos is a fair and balanced killer, true. So here comes a manacle straight onto Unhappy Benzene's abomination. So I'll explain why his name is like that. Sergy was rumored to have an account called Happy Benzene, so David must have changed his name last second to Unhappy Benzene, just as a dig at Sergy, which is honestly, like, it's a bit low. It's a bit of a low blow, but you know, Sergy is gonna try to strike back with his abomination and his Arbos and all that. So yeah. And in terms of the setup for David, he seems to have a very aggressive flatland, no punish on there, so he's gonna have to keep the rest of his characters alive, which shouldn't be too hard. We did see David play against Tongue, and that was a very epic set of matches, a set of matches that lasted an hour and 40 minutes, so that was absolutely crazy. We might witness it go very long once more, but we'll see. We'll see how long it goes. And this is why I don't like David. He does his best to be as annoying as possible. Yeah, Nani did win. Nani did win. Just barely, but he did. Sergy David drama, Silac Nani RNG drama. Yeah, Sergy David drama. It's the best, right? We love it. So there is a bellow going down. The men at arms. That men at arms setup. He has Carnival Mask Eerie Eye. That is so based. Those bellows are going to be landing and doing a bunch of stress every single time. It is very odd to go for a men at arms like that because he's very squishy to practically everything. But we'll see just how it goes down for David's choice on there. Perhaps he's making up for it with his Arbalest, just having a very defensive Arbalest with the Medic's full plate, maybe even the Silver Syringe, which would be awesome to see, but I doubt it, but there might be a Silver Syringe Arbalest, but this is not the setup that you'd normally see on such a team. He goes for the Suppressing Fire, and it's a move, definitely it's a move. It's not a very good one though. Suppressing Fire works best against the stress teams than it does against the damage teams, but the reason that he mostly does that is because he doesn't really have anyone to heal, and if he uses the Flare here, he just gets stunned again. But because he he hasn't used the Flare, now if Sergy goes for a stun, which might be what he wants to do, he'll just get free Flare value, so he forces Sergy to do something else. He goes for a Slam on there, gets the... gets the guard break, gets some decent damage, but does not get the push. There was a crit, but it was on the manacles the previous round with that abomination, so nothing to worry about. And there's going to be more bellows coming down, so this is just going to be bell after bell after bell. And wow, that is a lot of stress onto the backline. 16 and 19 with the bellow. But I mean, is it worth it? Is the question. Is it worth it? I guess we'll see as the match goes on. Immortal Musketeer, but based and Arbalest and not actually immortal at all. Yeah, that's kind of it, right? That's kind of the idea. It plays a fair bit differently than the Immortal Musketeer does. It's still a defensive stress team, but it's not an inflexible defensive stress team. It's not a stress team that just says, I lost the character, I will surrender. It can still win down the character. It plays a lot more like the rest of the stress teams than Immortal Musketeer does. But we'll see just how that goes for David, because so far he's playing against the exact same team that Nani played. So this is really just not too ideal, I'm gonna have to say, because that Flagellant's already looking like he's gonna be finaled. And after that, I mean, the bells have dealt a bit of stress, but it's not really enough to justify losing a Flagellant at this point. So we'll see. There might be a Transform Slam coming from that abomination, but it's probably going to miss. I mean, maybe not probably, but there's a very decent chance that it just misses. So we'll see. The A-Bomb is gonna go for it. I mean, we're not sure if he's going to transform Slam yet. He might go for the Manacles, but I mean, David was watching and he saw what happened to Silac. Does he want to do the same thing? You know? Now he transforms. I can't see it, but I can hear it. He transforms. And he's going to go for the... Wait, what did he go for? What? Did he transform past? No way he transformed past. Can y'all still see the stream? You should be able to. Yeah, you should be able to. I was skipping for a second. He transformed pass. That's insane. Why didn't he slam? Why would he want to keep? Why would he want to keep the Flagellant at A-Bomb in 3? I don't get it. You could have put the Men-at-Arms in a bit of a safer spot. I don't understand the reasoning. I genuinely don't understand the reasoning behind not pushing the Jester. I mean, I guess after that, if he did get the push on the Jester, then his Abomination would have been immediately stunned, which isn't too nice, right? But I don't know if this isn't like a bit of a weird transform pass, because it's definitely one of the moves. We've seen it happen. We've seen people just transform passing, and it is sometimes a very good move when you have a Flagellant in 2. Or when you don't want to put yourself in a bit of a more dangerous spot, and transform by itself is just very good. But I'm not sure if this was the turn for it, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out for David here. He does get stunned. The Flagellant does not have his heals available anymore because David decided to go for a heal on there, but now he's not at risk of being finaled either. There's just going to be an immediate bellow, and the stress is adding up. Like, the stress is adding up here, let's be honest. The stress from those bells and now the transformation too. It's been quite a bit, but that Man-at-Arms is probably going to die very, very soon here. But he might have to die to a finale, which David shouldn't be too unhappy about. He's most likely just going to pick the Abomination here, and if there's a Holy Lance, he heals. If there's no Holy Lance, he doesn't heal. Or, you know, he just tries to knock it finale, then just heals preemptively. That's a possibility as well. Audio manacles jump scare. That wasn't the only one who heard it. I heard it too. I heard it too. So it looks like he goes for the preemptive heal, and it's a roll for 12. Not too shabby. I feel like I'm not sure. 13 damage, so basically they traded turns, except now it's 1 more damage for David. And now he just has to make a bit of a decision here, because regardless of what he does, Sergy will go first, but I imagine that Sergy will just Dirk Stab into that Man-at-Arms, especially considering the Man-at-Arms has no prot, and then try to get the kill with the 60, because if he doesn't do that, he's probably lost. Right, he's probably lost. It's probably too late to win. But I'm not sure. I feel like David misplayed there, not going for... going for the heal too soon. I feel like he could have not done that, totally fine, but he decided to do it, and now he might just eat a Dirk Stab into a Dirk Stab 60. Or there might be a finale. 8 to 14 damage. 33 crit chance. It is a lot. Sergy is deciding. Does he do enough damage with the Dirk Stab? He should. How many Unavailable debuffs? Oh, 3 to 6! 3 to 6, that's really bad. How is it so bad? How is it so bad? Reclaim probably should have come down before Bell. I don't think he needed the debuff right then. I think the Bell debuffs have just been applying, basically. Probably because of that... Oh, nice crit. Probably because of that Carnival Mask in the area, just giving him an extra 16 accuracy and the debuff skill chance. He's been debuffing that Jester every turn, most likely, and now he's just chilling. He just gets that... chilling amount of damage resistance on that Jester, meaning that there could be no Dirk Stab to Dirk Stab, meaning that the Jester actually lives, he actually survives. Well, no, of course he does, but he lives and has to kill the Man-at-Arms through the finale, right, which is not really what he wanted to do. An extra 6 HP for this round, maybe it would have been baller. Possibly, but this is not the MAA that kind of wants to ball with protection. I don't know, it's a very odd way that David is playing the team. He's kind of playing it like he's playing Kalashnikov, except he doesn't have characters to be playing Kalashnikov. He has characters to be playing defensively, but he's brought them all on the offense, which might just be what he needs here against Sergy. So yeah, he's going for the Biles there. That's a very decent stress being dealt, but will it be enough? There's a lot of damage debuffs there, and there's 2 dazes as well, so a flare isn't the worst move here. It's probably going to be met by immediate suppressing fire. But yeah, there is the flare right there. Suppressing fire would be an affliction, maybe even 2 against the Jester as well, because of the extra stress taken and the horror that's on him. So that might just be the case. Or David could just flare the stun away, because he is stunned. And but no, he decides against it. Decides against flying the stun away. He might be kind of worried about a transform rage here from that abomination, just bringing his flashlight down to 0, and then the immediate falling Dirk Stab kill. It would be really unfortunate, definitely really unfortunate, but it could happen. Especially considering there's plus damage on the A-bomb. Well, now there's a bit minus damage, but if he transforms again, he still has the transformation buff. So he's gonna go for it. It seems he's gonna go for the rage. 13 to 23 damage. Decides to go for the slam, but still does enough, but does not get the push. So the outcome is basically the same, except now the Crusader can be targeted by the Beast Smiles, which I'm sure David is at least slightly happy about. He's going to heal the Flagellant here, guaranteed. He's going to heal the Flagellant. Gets a crit heal on there, which he might not have wanted. He might not have wanted that crit heal, because now he can't really go Exsanguinate like he could before, but I mean, getting a crit heal, you can't really complain about it, can you? I don't think so. Crit rage is the end of the game, though. I'm not sure if it's the end of the game. I'm not sure. That Arbos, she's healing. She's healing, alright. She do be healing. Flagellant can't go for his heals. Probably wants to save the Arbos turn. Kind of odd not having the Man-at-Arms anymore. This would be a perfect turn to just go Bellow, but just has to go for Reign of Stars instead, missing the Crusader, unfortunately. But getting some very decent bleeds and blights, and the Affliction. On 2, actually. Gets the Affliction on the Jester, which is now doing 0 damage. And gets the Affliction on the Arbos, which is also doing 0 damage. Yeah. Ah, we went for suppressing fire. Yeah, had he gone for the suppressing fire, he would have probably lost that on the Jester death blow. He would have possibly lost that. Tries to go for a heal on the A-bomb. The A-bomb says no. Did the A-bomb get hit with an exsanguinate? No, he didn't. There have been no exsanguinates yet. How is he bleeding then? Perhaps he ate a Rain of Sorrows or two. Ah, this is odd. The Arbalest is healing herself kind of very prematurely. I have seen Sergy do this before and it did work against me. If he doesn't have a better turn, or if it's not the character he wants to focus down, he will just heal to make sure that he has the opportunity to focus characters down later down the line. And doesn't have to be going for heals when he wants to be aggressive. Because if he shoots the Arbalest here, it doesn't really accomplish anything for him. And he is fearful, so it's minus damage too, so now using the Arbalest on the offense is much less likely. And minus 25 damage really is crippling at the moment. My stream crashed again, no way. Did my stream crash again? I don't think so. I don't think my stream crashed, you're trolling me. Someone told me on the Discord that my stream had crashed. I think you're trolling. Wow, he transform passes again! I'm so done. Still up. Yeah, he's tripping. No, he's not tripping, he's trying to trip me up. He's tripping me up. That's what he's doing. Yeah, he just transform passes again with the Abomination. Works for me, just lying occasionally. Yeah, thank you everyone for confirming. That's funny. He tried trolling me. Maybe it's not working on his end. He goes for the stun here, but yeah, the A-bomb just transform passing twice is out of this world. It is kind of working. It is kind of working. Wow, 9 damage on that Paranoid Jester. I would have imagined him to do way less damage, but now there's probably going to be a detransformed Bile from that A-bomb. He might not. No, he might just go afflicted here, so he might get something really bad happening to him. But having the Arbalest here as support is absolutely massive. Having the second round of Hoarder means that Sergy's characters will take a lot of stress here, so he kind of just needs to wait for that pressure to come through and keep his characters alive as long as possible. Meaning that he might even go for a self-heal with the A-bomb. I think it would be a bit crazy, but it is definitely a possibility that he goes for a self-heal here. He goes masochistic, so there might be a self-hit, but he's still at 10 HP, so he's chilling. Or he might just go Bile. No, he ends up going for the Bile, which, you know, probably the better move. But a self-heal wasn't completely out of the cards there. But that's what we saw Name Unavailable do, right? He went for the heal with the Vestal on himself and just got a crit 36 on it. And the 23 when he wasn't even at this store. Yeah, sometimes if you need HP, just get the HP, right? It feels like that a bit. So there's going to be a heal on the Abomination, just make sure that it doesn't drop. And here's the thing, I've had this matchup between myself and Sergy too. And Sergy is quite good at it, obviously, and if he manages to keep his characters out of this store, and doesn't get any Death Store recovery debuffs, doesn't have any heart attacks, all he has at this store, he's able just to keep everyone alive, and just heal after the stress comes down. That might be what Sergy is going for here. And then just stun the last character, right? It might just be his game plan here. He's gonna move back with the Jester. I can't tell exactly why he does it. Maybe so he doesn't get hit with the suppressing fire on the Abomination, which is really not what you'd want at this point. I suppose that is one of the moves. I still think suppressing fire here is probably the move, but there could also just be a heal on either the... Oh, a crit heal for 12! I mean 24, that's huge! Crit heal for 24, and the Flash one has the stun resistance, so there's really not too much that he can do here. Oh, but gets the crit and the stun too. Oh, the crit for 12 and the stun on that Flash one. Flash one might be gone here. That is a massive crit, actually. Absolutely massive crit. But oh, the A-bomb passes. The equalizer being the A-bomb pass here. And now the Arbalest might just flare that stun away and keep the stun resistance that the Flashlight has. She is going to go for it. And now if you go for a stun on this Flashlight, he's also going to have the extra stun resistance. And the Abomination is not dazed anymore either, meaning that the A-bomb can go for whatever move he wants. And he is masochistic, so he might move forward, but at least he's not going to pass or move back or do something stupid like that. Act out, move back. Personal Vietnam flashback hearing about that. Oh dear. The A-bomb's gonna go for his move. He's gonna go for the manacles. Oh, and he goes for the man. Oh, oh, that's so close to dying. Jesus. He goes for the manacles on the abomination. Does get it, but almost dies for it. It does a ton of damage that riposte on the A-bomb because of the spiked chain and the transformation buff. Freaking hurts. Statistically, this is ballsier than Silac's 8%. Is it now? Is it now? Well, the Flash one can go for a kill with an Exsanguinate, but he might miss it. I think he has to go for it, though. He's gonna go... Oh, that's sad. He gets it anyway! He gets the kill anyway! That's crazy. He gets the kill anyway, and the Crusader immediately passes! He misses, but gets the kill anyway. The Crusader immediately passes, so now the Flash one's probably still alive. I don't even know what to say. That is insane. That is just genuinely insane. Jester is so close to a heart attack. 4 damage, it's not enough. It's never enough. Oh god. The A-bomb can go for maybe even a stun now on that Crusader. Oh gee. He still has her healing turn, so he probably wants to keep it. The Flash one might get stunned here, but there's a decent chance he resists it. The Bluetooth Exang kill. Yeah. I can't believe it. He missed an 85 Exang, because that A-bomb had 0 dodge. He missed an 85 Exang into still getting the kill, into the enemy Crusader immediately passing. Like, it's nutty. It's nutty. Basically, the outcome was the same as hitting the Exsanguinate and getting the kill on it. I can't believe it. Oh, so now the Arbals has to choose. Does she want to flare here? Looks like yes. Looks like she does want to flare. But now David can potentially just go for a heal here on the Flagellants, just keep him alive, or maybe a heal on the Abomination. But he goes for a heal on the Flagellant and does give him some nice HP. I mean, he's probably just gonna stay alive here unless there's a crit stunning blow for a lot of damage. David still goes first, so it's just really bad for Sergy at this point. I don't see how he's going to get a kill here. Oh, and the act out does a bit of stress, so the Jester is going to 199 stress once he clicks, so he's going to be very close to that. There's going to be a stun on the A-bomb. The stun does go through. The Jester goes to... well, there's still the Flagellant turn, so he's probably going to drop a Reclaim on here, I imagine. Probably Reclaim and then Redeem, I'd say. But no, goes for the Rain of Sorrows and misses it against the Fearful Arbalist. Oh, but the act out! The act out from the stress! It's gonna kill the Jester now because of the horror. Oh my god, this Splash will just... He misses them, but kills them anyway. I don't get it. He doesn't even have punish, but he kills the Jester. I don't get it. How is it possible? How the hell is it possible for him to do this? He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. Now the Flagellant's gonna go for the Reclaim because he's just chilling. Oh my god, he's just chilling. He doesn't need punish to win this match. Just needs to keep that Abomination alive. And honestly, I think... Oh, the Zealous. Big pressure coming through. The A-bomb's just going to heal out of it, but there's a lot of stress actually. There's a very fair amount of stress, but... I think that this looks super odd, but David just knew exactly what he was doing. Going for the transform passes. Like, it just worked out. It just worked out. Punish is simply a mindset, yeah, and it's not a mindset that David enjoys. He goes for the heal now on the Abomination. He still has the regen, still has both his self heals, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a while before you can kill any of Sergy's characters, right? Because let's think about it for a second. The Arbalist is kind of safe-ish in 4. She has the Medic's full plate. She's like 30 stress away from a heart attack, so she's not doing too poorly. And she's not really dropping to anything. And the Crusaders are 166 stress, and there's like nothing that can hit them apart from the Rain of Sorrows and the Suppressing Fire. But these are like support abilities, and they miss. So it's just, I mean, it still does stress, still does a freaking ton of stress, but it's just very odd. He goes for a sniper shot on David Zarbalist. This is the first time we've seen David Zarbalist, by the way. We hadn't seen her trinkets all match, but now I finally know that it's Medic's full plate stuff. I imagine it would be, but yeah, it is Medic's full plate stuff. He has the force. He really does have the force. So now the Fire Giant will drop to their store and probably just drop a redeem there on that abomination. Most likely because he doesn't want to miss the Exsanguinate again. So there goes the redeem on the A-bomb. The A-bomb is full HP now. Oh, with a crit too. Unnecessary crits, my beloved. And now it's just, it's still a 4v2. It's still, no, or rather, it's still a 3v2, but it just feels like David, he's not going to have too much of an easy time doing stress here. That's what he needs to win. He can't bile anymore. He doesn't have targets for it. He just has to stunning blow and, like, exist. He might flare that. He might flare that just to be able to use his abomination turn, probably to stun the Crusader at this point. But it does feel odd. It's gonna be not as easy as it looks to finish out this match, because it feels like David's already won, right? It feels like he won after that Jester and the Abomination died, and he managed to keep his own characters alive. But it doesn't feel like he's been able to finish the job, basically. So now there's probably going to be just a very aggressive move going on to that Arbos. The Arbos will eventually go to position 2, where she'll only be able to use her Bola, which is going to be quite bad. Suppressing Fire went down and it landed and got the debuff. Oh, and the Rain of Stars is going to be an affliction, or rather heart attack for sure. I'm not sure how much longer that Jester Corpse is lasting, but it's probably going to last enough. And Sergy ends up surrendering, so you're going to go for a match number... He did surrender, right? Yeah, he did. So you're going to go for a match number 2, and David takes the first W. So yeah, in terms of the teams, that was really close. It was crazy. I did not expect David to win that with just that Man-at-Arms setup. But it just did the stress he needed. He did the stress he needed, and he survived long enough that that Jester had to drop a finale, rather than just go Dirk Sam into Dirk Sam for the kill. So now in terms of the teams, David still has both of his Grave Robber teams, and he still has both of his damage teams. While Sergy still has his Stress 2 with the Antiquarian, he still has his Sergy squad, he still has his Oppressive Arbalist, and also his weird-ish team that he might use. So we'll see if he wants to use it or not, right? Is the stream still up? I closed the page. I'm not sure if it's still up. But yeah, now we're just waiting for the players to pick their teams before we go into the next one. But yeah, Sergy is one loss away from dropping out of the tournament. It's still up. Okay, good. I don't want to have to go for the 3rd live stream. Or is it 4th at this point? Fourth? Oh dear. Oh, is my internet so god awful? Portuguese internet. You owe someone a soda. Remember to leave a like on all of them. Yeah, it's still the same description, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Man, I made that description like 2.5 years ago, and it's been the same for every freaking live stream. That freaking description. Your UK internet isn't much better. At least it's not German internet. Oh dear, Silac is still arguing. Okay, no, not anymore, they stopped. You liked every one of the streams today. You're a real fan duelist. You're done arguing with him. I mean, honestly, I don't think you should be arguing with him. You do not want to argue with me after I lose the matches on the best of 3. I end up feeling quite toxic. I don't feel toxic ever during the ladder matches or the duel matches, but during the tournament, ooh, that's a different Shepherd doggy. Yeah, it is. Don't really want to argue with someone after they go to the losers bracket. The Butcher Circus is that game. It is one of those games. So it looks like David is taking quite a while to pick his teams. In terms of the matchups, there's no more Jester WD. Meaning that well, I mean, there's no Mark teams actually on either side. Oh no, wait, no. The Bounty Hunters aren't first for David's side. So yeah, there's still 2 Mark teams for him and 2. Well, one of them is not as defensive, but 2 defensive stress teams for David. So it feels like Sergy wants to pick either. For me, it feels like he either wants to pick Oppressive Arbalist, which is the 3rd team, or he wants to pick Sergy Squad, which is the 2nd team. If he picks Oppressive Arbalist and goes against either of the damage teams, he loses. If he picks Sergy Squad and goes against either of the damage teams, he wins. And the vice versa for the other 2 stress teams. That's kind of just how the matchups go. Of course, it's not like guaranteed win, but he just has a better winning shot. Quite better of a winning shot. So you want to play to those matchups to give yourself the best chance of winning. Yeah, it's on the top left of the screen. It's on the top left of the screen, the score. Oh, I don't think I have the Butcher's Boulevard music. Damn, I forgot to bring it. I'll need to bring it for the Grand Finals. That's the music we need for the Grand Finals. Alright, clueless. Yeah, David is still readying up. He still hasn't picked his team. David is thinking of what anime skins to pick. And Sergy's thinking of what cool skins to pick. Yeah. Let's have a look at the brackets real quick while they prepare. So yeah, in terms of the brackets, we are over here. So whoever wins this is gonna have to fight against whoever loses between M18 and Darkness. So they're gonna fight tomorrow. So we will watch and see who takes the W here, and then whoever wins from that is gonna have to fight the winner from Silac and name unavailable. So that's gonna be quite exciting. The winners' finals are gonna be maybe Brazil versus Brazil, which would be amazing. It would be quite amazing. If it's Brazil versus Brazil, it's very freaking likely that Brazil wins the tournament overall. Very likely. German internet has been improving a lot for the last 15 years. It took it a while. Now it might be at where everyone else's internet was 15 years ago. I don't know, it's just funny that I hear the meme, and then every German person I know does actually complain about the internet, so it seems to be very true. Yeah, we might get Silac name unavailable today, but I'm not sure if they're in the mood to play. I'm not sure. Well, we'll have to see if they want to play after. I might ask them. Okay, we're getting straight into the match. Here we go, we're gonna go into it, and oh god, I love the teams that are being played. Hang on. Ah! I love the teams that are being played. Let's turn the music off. And grab them. Alright, here we go. David is playing WD, and Sergy is playing Chef Stress 2. Now, depending on the trinkets, this will be a very fair matchup, but slightly advantageous towards Sergy. So, can't freaking wait to see. The Butcher Circus goes to Brazil. This is a new territory for everyone in 2013. I'm not sure we'll call it new by that point. These European mercs and vagrants are not ready for what's just a regular South American wildlife. Okay, so, oh, that Flagellant is very aggressive, which fair enough. But yeah, David has managed to go first, which is absolutely massive, and goes for the immediate stun with the manacles onto that Abomination. Seems that Sergy has a very balanced approach on his team. Seems that the Flagellant is very aggressive, probably because the Antiquarian is quite defensive, with the Tears of the Lost and the Rejuvenation. The Man-at-Arms has the Rancid Cure-All and the Numbing Incense, which is my preferred approach for the Chef's Stress too. I love it. And the Abomination is probably gonna have the Wretch's Cloak and the Spike Chain. So yeah, it is an interesting team, and it works relatively well. Again, it works very well in some situations, works relatively well in others, but it is definitely very possible that you can still get something done here. Now, what is kind of odd for David is to drop that Caltrops. I love Caltrops, right? I love Caltrops, but I'm not sure dropping the Caltrops is the move there, because the Rejuvenating Vapors completely counters it. We don't know yet if it's Tears of the Lost. Sergy seems to have a tendency not to look at the character's trinkets and abilities, while I'm constantly looking, just looking. I'm just constantly just hovering here, and just looking at all the buffs over and over again, even though I've seen them. I just love to look at them. The Sergy does not do that. What? He moves forward with the Crusader! That's so based! I don't know, I think he's... Huh? Why does the Arbalest have Eagle Eye and Snuff? What is that? What is that? Why does the Crusader not have 2 stun trinkets? Oh, David, what have you done? What should be an awesome matchup is just... What the hell? What the hell is that Arbalest? Why does she not have Piercing Quarrel? Not even Piercing Quarrel. I'm beyond confused as to what he's doing. He's just gonna go sniper shots on the Antiquarian. It hurts, But, oh, the Antiquarian doesn't actually have doesn't actually have Tears of the Lost and the good old stuff. She actually has Materia Pestis, which honestly, fair enough. If you're using Materia Pestis, just use the First String Vapors. Maybe don't even drop the regen. Just use the First String Vapors, and after this, you go take cover. There's no caltrips, so she's just gonna live. Go take cover, and then protect me, and you're fine. There's just going to be an immediate Beast Spile now, start of round 2 for David, and I mean, it's an idea, but this is not how you should play WD, like, at all. This is not WD, even. This isn't even Darkest Mark either. This is just a very, very odd way of playing those 4 characters, which I'm gonna have to disagree with. In this situation, it might just work, maybe, potentially, perhaps. But I don't know, it shouldn't work. There's going to be potentially a slam on the A-bomb, which I'm not sure if I agree with. I mean, it does push him all the way to the back, makes it so he's gonna have to pass a turn just moving forward. It's the whack domination, yeah, whack domination. Well done. It is the whack domination. I cannot agree with this setup. Like, I just cannot. I cannot agree with this setup. There's not too many ways of running this team. It's not one of those teams that you can flex a bit how to bring the 4 characters, but this one was overcooking, I feel. But maybe I'm jumping the gun here. Maybe it's actually really freaking good. We'll see. We'll see, right? We don't know yet. So the Flagellant is getting stunned here, as he does. The Abomination is perfectly safe, saved by that Men-at-Arms with the Faram armor. The Antiquarian hasn't dropped the regen yet. She might, but now the problem is that if she drops the regen, she just gets shot and then pulled. But if she doesn't get pulled, then she gets shot and then guarded. But if she gets guarded and the Abomination's not guarded, then, you know, it looks a bit bad. Now what he decides to do instead is go for the Protect Me on the Flashball, just a base move. I feel like he could have clicked first just to get rid of that stun, because now the finisher might actually do a ton of damage. He does get to go first, so it's very unlikely that if the finisher goes down, it's gonna be good for David, unless it's a crit. And it's not a crit, it's just enough damage to give the Flashball his healing, which is exactly what he wants here. So now he gets this healing, he gets to drop a big redeem onto that Abomination. He's already dropped 1 transform, and he's honestly just going to be completely chilling, and this should be just a win for Sergy, honestly. Like, it feels like he's won the first 2 rounds. Definitely feels like he's won the first 2 rounds here, unless that bullet crits for 15, even then, it's still good. Unless that bullet crits for the entire health bar, it's not gonna be that good. Shoots the Flagellant with that Arbalest. He does get to go first here. So yeah, the sniper shot might have dealt enough damage, but you know, there's no piercing coral on there. I cannot for the life of me understand why there's no piercing coral on David. I think he was expecting to go against the Oppressive Arbalest. But I mean, why would you ever do this? Piercing Coral is always great. Piercing Coral is always great, even against Crusaders and Flagellants and everything. No Piercing Coral Arbalists, unless you're running like Pillar Snuff and you have like a bleed or 2. It's just too much for me. I don't understand it. Okay, so that push is actually really annoying for the. Yeah, that push is actually really annoying for Sergy here, because now if he wants to use the heal, he will lose the guard that he has on his Antiquarian, so he has to be quite careful with the heal that he drops here. He decides to go for the heal, and he will drop it on the Abomination, meaning that the Antiquarian will lose her guard, meaning that she might just die here if David is quite lucky. But then again, the Men-at-Arms can change the guard and all that, so it should be relatively okay. But it is not the ideal situation for Sergy at this point to have the Antiquarian in a position where she can actually get hit with the stuns. Definitely not. There are 2 possibilities here. This is David flexing on Sergy, claiming that the next match is a guaranteed win for him, even without this match. Or this is the most David match of all time. I think it's the latter. But yeah, I think he overcooked. He must have overcooked. That's really the only way I can explain it as. So there's still the guard, and if the guard comes down, then that Antiquarian is basically completely safe, because there's no slam, there's no stunning blow, there's no caltrip, so it's just going to be really just fine. Decides to go for a Manacles here rather than the Bile, which I feel like he could have gone for the Bile. Would have made that bounty hunter get very close to this store. Would have dealt a lot of stress. Maybe not blight on the abomination, but does that mostly so the abomination doesn't get his turn the next round, and so he can slow the game down a bit, which is what he wants as well. So it's definitely a move. We're seeing a lot of these stress abominations just going manacles, because manacles just, you know, it slows the game down and gives the stress teams a chance of stopping the opponent's offense entirely on its tracks. So goes for a stun actually on that man-at-arms, but does not get it. If that stun had come through, that Antiquarian was dead. Yeah, if the stun had come through, the Antiquarian was dead, because man-at-arms would have been stunned, Antiquarian would have been stunned, everyone else dazed, Bounty Hunter would just go finish him, and she would die. So that would have been really quite terrible for Sergy, obviously. Really quite terrible. But thankfully for him, that doesn't happen, so he can go for yet another guard onto the Antiquarian, then get her the next round, and probably just go for take counter or something of the likes. Gets a crit for 3, so does just enough damage to bring the Antiquarian down to 0 here. Marks her as well, but that doesn't really matter all that much in this situation, because the Arbalist can't take advantage of it. Like, she doesn't have Tiller, so the Antiquarian doesn't really mind even just moving back to here. She won't, because then the stun could be very annoying. But yeah, it's just odd. It's just really odd, this trinket choice on David's side. I don't feel like it's worth it, because he's picking it to try to counterpick like the oppressive fest, the oppressive Arbalist and stuff like that. But even for those situations, piercing core on stabilizing Tiller is still huge. So I don't know if I can agree with it. Here comes the stun, and the stun does actually come through, meaning that there will most likely have to be... oh no, that's not the move, my friend. That's not the move, my friend. That's just a flare value. I feel like he had to go for the protect me onto the man-at-arms now, just to stay alive. But now there will be a flare, and he has to go for a stun on that bounty hunter if he wants to stay alive. But oh god, the man-at-arms still had his turn up. So no, this Antiquarian, she has extra death resistance, so she might not die to the finish him. But here and there she goes, so she's gone. So it's now a 4v3, so David didn't go off to the best start. So rounds 1 and 2 were won by Sergy, but rounds 3 and 4 were won by David. Of course, now here comes the counter pressure, right? Here comes the rage, here comes the transform rage, here comes the Rain of Sorrows, just to do a ton of damage to both of those characters, as well as a bunch of stress. So now he's on a character, he has to win through the stress win condition. He can't just try to relax and try to keep everyone alive anymore. But it is going to be difficult for him being down the Antiquarian this relatively early. Yeah. There's not too much DOT on David's side, there's also not too much stress on David's side. There's a bit, but just not really enough. Here comes the Manacle, so the Abomination is not going to get to act, and he's actually going to have a really rough time here. The A-bomb from David's side goes to Death's Door, but that Abomination that Sergy has is probably going to get shot very soon, and then other bad stuff is going to happen to it. I think David wants to transform slam the Flagellant. I think that's what he's going for. Or maybe he heals himself. No, decides to heal himself. Transform slamming the Flagellant would have been totally crazy. Oh, that's a very cool heal sprite. Actually, that's not if the heal sprite we're used to. I like the white top hat. What white top hat? Oh, right, the sprite on the corpse. Yeah, that's what happens with the skin, with the modded skins. Many times they're like in palette 5, 6, 7, meaning that they don't work. Silac is back playing Darkest Dungeon, so maybe we still watch him play against Name Unavailable. Probably not, though. They probably both need a rest after the previous matches, but we'll see. We shall see. It would be nice to get their matches through today as well. So here comes the stunning blow onto the Flagellant. He's gonna get stunned, so it's WD, right? It's a very weird WD, but it's still WD. It's still gonna be going stun into stun. And Sergy kind of just doesn't get to play round 5. He did some good actions round 4 at the end of it, and now round 5 he's just not getting to play, which funnily enough. It's July 2024 and Sergy still doesn't know how to put corpse sprites into mod folders. I mean, can you though? Corpse sprites into mod folders, because you can't really put the sprite into number 5, right? You need to replace the base skins and put the modded skins there. I don't know. I mean, I play with the white skins too sometimes. Oh, with the white mods. The white squares on the skin mod. I mean, it doesn't really bother me too much. I don't imagine it bothers Sergy that much either. That Arbos probably does like 0 damage to that Man at Arms. Let's be honest. With the setup that she has, she probably doesn't do too much here. Yeah, just heals, just heals the Abomination instead. Oh god. Looks like the A-bomb's gonna go for a bile here. Definitely looks like a bile turn. Could also be a stun on the A-bomb, but a bile turn here just looks much better. Oh, well, it decides to go for the stun anyway. I mean, I just see a flare on that after a bellow, but oh well. I think just biling here would have brought those two characters just really close, much closer to their sword, but decides against it. The Flagellant still has his Ring of Swords available. He's probably gonna get to use it, but he most likely wants to go for a redeem at this point, so he has his heals mostly available by now, which is very good for him, obviously. He might have gone for that, so the Abomination couldn't just immediately slam, which would have been quite annoying. He goes for a stun here, not gonna work. It's... What?! One stun trinket, 30% chance, and gets it anyway. That's what I call no justice. That is what I call no justice. Seems to be going for the Flagellant turn. Just goes aggressive with the Rain of Sorrows. I think he missed the A-bomb somehow. These characters should not have 5 dodge, man. These characters should have 0 dodge and the Bounty Hunter 5. I'm just saying. These stun characters should not have 5 dodge. Just saying. I do it for all my skins, it's easy. You might have to tell us how to do that then. That would be nice to have. So yeah, looks like the Arbalist is going to flare after all, and now this just looks like a potential transform slam into finish him kill. But the slam has to do enough damage, which it might not. There might still be prot on that Flagellant from the Protect Me. Looks like there wasn't. It must have been too long ago. And now the finish him is at 95 to get the kill, and this looks like Sergy is going to be knocked out. And yes, he is gone. The Flagellant is gone. The heals come through, but there's no afflictions yet. 2 characters gone and no afflictions, sadly. Have there been 2 transformations? I think it's only been 1. The bellow comes through, the affliction comes forth at last. It's fearful, so that's really the worst you can get on your Arbalist. But will it be enough? I think that Abomination still has the stun resistance from being stunned, or maybe he doesn't. No, he probably doesn't actually. He probably doesn't have the stun resistance at this point. Considering that he went for manacles the previous turn, that was just flared. So it looks like the A-bomb will de-transform and possibly go for manacles on there. Meaning that the Crusader might be looking for a heal, if he's gonna go for such a move. Well, that is a manacles for sure. Gets the stun on there, guaranteed. The Crusader would have had a 95 of getting hit. Pretty much all the stress that Sergy did was through the transformations, by the way. He's already dropped both transforms, like the transformations on like 2 bellows, it feels. These trinkets are meta now, confirmed. I slept nothing, yay, let's watch the tournament, nice to see you, Rat. Yeah, equivalent exchange for the 70% stun fill from a while ago. Such is the way of the Butcher Circus. There's going to be an affliction here on the Zealous, actually, if it lands. And indeed it does land. That Abomination might be dead too. That Abomination might be dead too if the Arbalist... No, the Arbalist is fearful. There's no way she does 14. Clueless. There's no way she does 14, says Champ. She's gonna do 14. She's an Arbalist. And... Okay, no, she does 9. Alright, fine. I jinxed it. She doesn't do 14 after all. And there's probably just going to be a finish him. Now the A-bomb is at 0, so he has to go for a heal to just stay alive. And it's just Men-at-Arms in a 1v4, and really not too much hope. There's going to be a self-heal, and it rolls for 13 rather than the crit. The crit would have been good. But it doesn't seem to be enough. He might still go for a guard here, and he might still pray that the afflictions do something. It's looking really rough at this point. I'm not sure if the A-bomb from David's side still has transforms. I imagine he does. Does 12 damage despite the snuff for the extra damage. Sadly for David here. He's probably gonna try to go for a stun again. It is once more 30%. Did not get the caltrips bleed on the men at arms, by the way, so the men at arms won't be ticking down to 0. That is something that I failed to mention. He did not get that 75% caltrips bleed. So the men at arms will stay alive for a lot longer than he normally would be. Stunning blow comes down, and there is no stun this time. The Crusader could still go virtuous, which would just be nasty beyond belief. And the Bounty Hunter goes selfish, immediately passes, so he has that going for him. He could transform Slam, looks like he is going to go for it. That's probably going to get the push on that Abomination as well. Most likely going to get the push, considering he's afflicted and doesn't have the transform buffs. So yeah, there he goes, on to position 4. I believe, one of the corpses is gone, which might actually be a bad thing for Sergy at this point. He is hopeless, and there is no act out, just goes for the self-heal once more, but it's probably just going to be more the same. Now the Arbol just shoots again, but she might pass with her Fearful. And she does pass with her Fearful. Perhaps there's hope. He just needs to wait for these, for that Guard Break debuff to be gone, and then he can win. Crusader goes Masochistic, which is not a virtue, but it's almost a virtue. Masochistic is the best thing you can get on a Crusader by far. It's over for Sergy unless he gets the most insane Act Out RNG ever. Yeah, exactly. He really needs to get some crazy Act Out RNG now, because he hasn't really done enough to justify bringing down 2 characters, it feels. Act Out Slam the corpse! It's actually not a bad move! He can stun the A-bomb now! It's actually the move! Oh my god. The actual correct move. Now the Crusader is Masochistic, so he's not going to do anything bad. Moves forward, which might even help the A-bomb. There's probably just going to be a stun into a finish him now, and it's a crit too. So yeah, it's most likely going to be a 4v1 very shortly, and oh no, the backline just passes. Yeah, David's backline just passes completely. That's funny, the A-bomb went for an axe out action, and 2 passes. He's such a creative and lovely boy. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. Actually do something in Chef's Dress? No way. He could pass... No, you can definitely pass 2 times in a row on the same hero. You definitely can. I've seen it happen like 4 times in a row. You definitely can. It's very unlikely, but you definitely can. So there's going to be a Zealous on there. The Guard Break debuff is gone, but the Abomination still lives with his Slam being a possibility. So going for the Guard at this point just seems a bit would be a bit short-sighted. So decides against it, and the Bounty Hunter passes again. So there it is, 2 passes in a row from the Bounty Hunter, as mentioned, and now the Abomination is probably just gonna go for maybe even a Slam at this point, just to make sure that the Guard Break goes through. Oh no, that's risky. The transforming right now is pretty risky, but he decides for it, goes for the Manacles, and just gets the death blow anyway. So there's that, and now the Arbals passes again! Both backliners pass twice in a row. What are the chances of that? Fearful and Selfish. What are the chances of both backliners passing twice in a row? He bolsters and surrenders, and Sergy is out of the tournament. Big GG's to both players, and that's gonna be all she wrote for Sergy. So yeah, David is gonna move forward. 2-0, that's insane. Complete insanity. So yeah, now I'm going to ask if Silac and Name Unavailable will play. And if they won't play today anymore, because it might be quite late for Name Unavailable. If they won't play anymore, then we might just call it today and finish it tomorrow. But we'll see. The team sucks. No, it does not. I'm in the Circus now, says Name Unavailable. Oh dear, looks like we might be getting another one. This is the rematch. This might be the rematch between Silac and Name Unavailable. This would be the rematch. So I'm going to write their names down. Oh wait, Silac is typing. I might as well show you. Oh, they're still at it. Are you two going to play? Go. Yeah, I said that I think it was a vent and shouldn't be taken with full seriousness, and I vented the air after losing, so I don't end friendships. So yeah, yeah, it is a bit unfortunate how they're fighting, but you know, it's Butcher Circus drama. It never ends. It legit never ends. The Butcher Circus drama will never ever end. But well, I'm going to get them ready, and I'm going to ask who can stream. Probably Silac. Probably Silac streaming. I don't imagine Name Unavailable can stream. So let's go Silac versus Name Unavailable, and this will be the rematch. Best of 3. Please, please, please play more. I slept like 5 hours max as a certified heavy eaper. This is all I have left. What do you mean? Go eep then. Oiled up flagellant when? What? If it was like scarred up flagellant. So yeah, they will be starting relatively soon. They probably have to get ready. Oh, I should pick their decks too. Let me just pick their decks. And then I'll take a short little break, and we'll get right back into their matches. Wait, no, they're getting ready already. No, don't start! Don't start! Silac versus Name Unavailable. Oh, Silac is deafened. So yeah. Okay then, let's take the tiniest of break, and then we'll be ready, as the players are readying themselves as well. So I'll be right back. Alright, we are so back. We are so back. Bets on Mirror Immortal Musketeer. I was trying to throw for content with Arbalest Trinkets, but sadly I won! I don't know, you were trying to counterpick the oppressive Arbalest, right, David? Oh, they're getting into it. They are getting into it. So let's go ahead and get straight into their match. Oh, there's no sound, is there? Ah, there's no sound. All right. We'll need to make do. We will need to make do. But look at this. Halo Comp versus WD. Oh, WD with Snuff! What a counter pick from Name Unavailable. WD with freaking Snuff, and that's actually the move here. So yeah, Silac is playing the Halo Comp. He likes it a fair bit, and he's gonna go for the stun. He does land it. If he had missed that stun, I would have just said GG, but he does manage to go ahead and get that stun through. He did manage to go first, which is obviously quite good for him regardless of whatever else is happening. And Name Unavailable. This is a rematch, by the way. They played before already, and Silac just barely won 2-1 against Name Unavailable. So a very close set of matches, and very interesting to see them have a rematch. Looks like Silac is immediately going for the solo. There's only one explanation to that. Oh, the coup de grace comes through, but it's mid-roll. Basically, mid-roll amounts of damage onto that bounty hunter, and I'd have to say that is the correct move to go for that there. Because if he had gone for Manacles, or rather, if he had gone for Mark for Death, Jarbles would have just flared it away. This way he gets a lot of value on it, and he's going to click the Abomination. He gets to act last with his Arbalest, meaning that he's probably just going to go for the Sniper Shot on the bounty hunter, bring him down to 0. Now what Silac wants to do is go for the Sniper Shot on the enemy bounty hunter and immediately finale. This is what you do when you're playing against WD most of the time. Oh, but it does 15 damage. 15 damage is really not what you want. You want the crit for 29. Now the tier elite comes through, and it's just enough, just barely enough to bring Silac's bounty hunter to death's door, meaning that he is in a very rough spot now, and very rough. It's one way of putting it. He's really losing it now. He's really losing it now. It's not looking good. That bounty hunter is 2 pull trinkets! What the hell is this? He's going for the pulling game. The bounty hunter is 2 move trinkets, and the Arbalest had Snuff. He was so expecting Silac to play Halo with some canny. But he might fail a death blow, that's the thing. Okay, there's no finale on Name Unavailable's side, so he doesn't have to worry about the finale just going crazy hard here. It will still go hard, but not as crazy hard. Also, can we get some, like, face red droopy eyes in the chat? Y'all are so silent. I don't know if my stream is still working. I'm paranoid about it. Get some face red droopy eyes in the chat now! Okay, there goes the Transform Rage onto the Bounty Hunter. Maybe my chat isn't working. I don't know. Bounty Hunter is at this door. Decides not to heal him with the Crusader, so he is now at this door and staying. And yeah, that doesn't look too good. The stunning blow comes through. So the Crusader will not get to heal. He was kind of worried that the Crusader would get to heal after Finishem went down, so it is definitely one of the best moves to just get rid of the Crusader turn here, right? Do a bit of damage on it as well. So the finale can come down, but it does not crit for enough. It does not crit for enough, I don't imagine. It would crit for like 21, I believe. So it's not going to be enough to kill the Bounty Hunter, even if you go for the crit. And he decides against it. Goes for the coup de grace. Does he get to 75? Yes, he does. Not having the finisher on that Bounty Hunter is something that we have to disagree with. Like, finisher is just way too good not to have. But, you know, since you've already not brought the finisher, you need to play around it and just be smart with it. Decides to go for the heal here on the Abomination, just to try and save him. And I feel like, well, that is a good move. It might not be enough to just save him here. I feel like Silac could have just gone for the immediate finale max roll and then have basically removed 2 actions and maybe still have a chance of winning, but looks like what do you call it? Looks like unavailable is going for the right move here. So you already have a massive advantage, right? You already have a massive advantage. You're up a character and they have to kill one of your characters through finale, and then you're up an Abomination and a Bounty Hunter. Right? It's just huge, right? And your Crusader has more HP. So at this point, rather than just going for like a very chancy stun on the Jester, which just gets flared anyway, even if it lands, you just go for the Crusader instead and just accept that, you know, if they want to get a kill, they're gonna have to get it through finale. Basically, you just accept that. So it looks like there's going to be a sniper shot on the Chasseur de Prime, so that's the Hunter of Men. I think that's what you'd call it. And oh, that finish hurts. Uses the final action, the potential final action as a Bounty Hunter. I just love how unavailable is playing. I just absolutely love it. He's playing this exactly as he should, going for all the best moves when he should do them. Goes for the finale on the Abomination there. He still had his turn, but he was stunned. And now that Bounty Hunter is still very low on HP, and the Crusader is out of harm's way from that Arbol, so this isn't too terrible, but, you know, it's also not good, obviously, because one Crusader is at 1 HP, the other is at full. One Crusader is at 1 HP and stunned, and the other is at full HP and not stunned, rather. So yeah, it's not ideal. Now, my chat has to have failed. Sometimes it does that. Oh, there it is. There's a face red rupee eyes. It had failed. God damn it. Your stream is crashing. No, it crashed on my phone. I couldn't see the chat. Damn it, y'all have been talking. The chat is silent because we're locked in. Yeah, y'all have been talking. That's funny, that's funny. I missed a lot of the messages. I guess I have to read them back now. Finish him is called Coup de Grace. Damn, it's kind of like Shambino named El Destructor. He's called El Destructor? No way he's called the Destroyer. No way. Is he called the Destroyer in Darkest Dungeon 2? Stun on Arbalest incoming. It did not income. It did not income after all. But yeah, that Jester is at this door, so he's most likely gonna get hit. Wait, did the... How's the... I'm not sure what happened. Why did he go for that? I mean, I guess in a way it makes sense, but why... I would have taken the kill. I would have taken the kill. As good as the Chassé de Cocker something. Yes, he is on the Spanish traduction. It's insane. On the Spanish translation, his name is the Destroyer. That's kind of cool. No finish him accuracy. It's a Jester at this door and finale'd. I mean, I guess maybe the hit chance is not that good after all. Oh, the 25! Oh, that's bad. Oh, that is really bad. I'm going to stun the Crusader here because you don't want to get stunned. But he does he have stun resistance? He might, but it doesn't pay off. Yeah, that 25 might be the turnaround. That 25 might be the turnaround that he needed. Yeah, looks like the Crusader did have stun resistance, but it didn't matter in the end. And there's going to be a sniper shot on the Crusader. He lives, and now name unavailable doesn't have finisher, right? He doesn't have finisher on anyone, so he's just he's just gonna have a bad time. Really, he's just gonna have a bad time here. There's a Dirk Sam on the Crusader. It does nothing, basically nothing. And now, I mean, he still has the advantage, right? Because his Crusader is full HP, and Silac's characters are chilling, but they live. But they live, giving him hope, giving him a chance of winning. Violence is actually a buff here because it's gonna give him a bit of damage. Zealous just doesn't get the kills. What is he doing? Oh, he's going to heal the Crusader with the Arbalest just to get rid of the bleed as well. Now, if the enemy Arbalest shoots, then he can still heal. But I mean, I don't know. Even if the enemy Arbalest shoots here and he heals, yeah, you can't go for a heal. You have to go for a stun on the enemy Crusader, or else it just feels really quite bad. So he does that. He's already survived 2 Death Door checks with both of those characters, by the way. He survived 2 Death Door checks. So now he... Is the Abomination Corpse going away? It's not! You really want the Abomination Corpse to go away now. Here comes the sniper shot. 55! Doesn't get it still! Wait, it's not a... Was it a 55? Yeah, it was. It was a 55. Doesn't get it still. No coup fatal! No coup fatal, Oscar Pike. He's living. They are living. These characters are freaking living. The Arbus is gonna go first. She's gonna heal the Crusader. Interesting. Probably heal the Crusader, then Dirk Stab with Jester and heal. Or maybe heal the Jester first. So wait, maybe why not heal the Jester then? I'm confused. Why not heal the Jester and then the Crusader? It's odd, it's odd. It's odd. It is a difficult spot to be in. He goes for the stun, doesn't get it. Oh, the name unavailable is gonna be able to act with his Crusader again at last. But this looks a lot more balanced than it was looking before, and I mean a lot more balanced. So here comes the Dirk Stab. Crusader still has 7 HP, so he's still not fine. Definitely not fine. We might see a bullet here. I'd love to see a bullet. Knockback would be huge. But it looks like it's going to be a stun instead. 6 damage. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's a mineral. He actually doesn't drop to this door. That's so crazy. The Jester still has his turn for now. The Arbus can flare away the stun. Whoa! Said the Crusader. We just said whoa. Oh, the crit! Yeah, they've named unavailable Crusaders at this door. Like, there's no way. There's no way, right? Bolus comes through. It's a kill. It's a kill. But now, doesn't Silac's Arbus just flare and then stun the enemy Crusader and then just win? Possibly. He doesn't! He goes Bola! The madman! Why doesn't he go? Why doesn't he flare and go for the stun? I don't get it. Why doesn't he do it? Why'd he do that instead? Now the Crusader's gonna go for his final action. It's a stun. It's a perma stun. It might come down to a 1v1 if he survives now. There's a 40%, there's a 60% chance that he survives. And he survives, so it's over for Silac most likely. So close there at the end. So close. So close, but now the Crusader's just gonna get to heal. But he doesn't get to heal yet. He had already used his turn, so he can still go for it again. Here goes the ball, and it's actually a kill. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. Here goes the... Oh my god, here goes the Bola. The final 1v1, but the Caltrops is sticking away against Silac. There goes the Bola right back between the Arbaletriers. The Bola contest. Another Bola comes down and she's at 0. She hasn't suffered any Death Door checks, but now she's going to do less damage against name unavailable Arbalest, which is a bit unfortunate. But she does have the piercing coral advantage, so it does do a bit more damage hopefully. 5. It's not really enough. It's not really enough. There's going to be a Bola. That's the first Death Door check. So there it goes. Afflictions probably aren't going to matter, I don't imagine. And there's going to be another Bola. Does it do enough damage? There's the stabilizing tiller. There's the piercing coral. Oh, gets another 5! That's so unlucky! No crit. Min roll twice. This means that he's not even going to get a chance to fight for the Death Door check yet. And he's eating Death Door checks himself. So now he has to survive this 45 and then get to a 15. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. He's gonna go for the Bola and WD takes the win. A very close win, mind you. A very close win. Way closer than any of us thought it was gonna have to be. It's just that no finisher on that bounty hunter made it so the Crusader and Jester survived like 3 death blows each. And yeah, that was a lot harder than you'd expect. But the coup fatal comes through. And name unavailable is gonna take match 1. And now Silac is... Oh dear. Now Silac is 1 match away from being out of the tournament itself. WD always wins! True. It's all more fun to say coup fatal than death blow. It is, isn't it? It really is. So yeah, now in terms of the teams, well, they've both lost one of their damage teams. So, no WD for name unavailable side. Silac still has his own WD, so we might see that. Coming through. But he's lost the Halo comp, so he's lost one of his damage teams. While, well, yeah, but their decks are so similar. They're almost the exact same. That's so odd. So, instead of having Halo comp, name unavailable has Oppressive Vestal. And they both have Immortal Musketeer, they both have Septic Tank. And then instead of having Sheptra S5 with the Arbalstair in the back, Silac has the Silac Prot, which I'm gonna have to say I think is a better team. But we'll see how this goes. Because losing the first match there with Halo into WD, I mean, it is to be expected. Halo doesn't have a very good matchup into it, especially considering Snuff. But yeah. There are two wolves inside me. People should play with English localization while in the tournament for audience legibility, and coup de grace is a base name for finish him. It is, isn't it? It sounds a lot better. Apart from, you know, even with the reference being cool and all to Mortal Kombat. Immortal Mirror would be hilarious. No, anything but Immortal Mirror. Not Sai, you say. I mean, he did play Immortal the last time. If it's mirror matches the last two oddish, yeah, it would. Really would. Immortal Musketeer mirror match. Oh, do not subject me to that again. It's been so long since I've had to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that again. What's the image on the background? It's one of the butchers. Oh wait, wrong one. It's one of the images for Darkest Dungeon, one of the wallpapers. It's pretty cool. I think the leper is fighting back the Shambler as Highman is getting stressed out. That team has no healing, no wonder Highman's afflicted. Yeah, no healing. Maybe they just eat food. They just spam food, right? Because it's campaign. Is that a thing? Leper being Chad. That's not news. Oh, Azur's back. How did the shopping go? Okay, so... And Name Unavailable has locked in his team. Now we're waiting for Silac to pick his. He is picking. Let him pick. He just did the change. He's gonna do more changes. Really? He's playing like this? I don't know, Chief, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go into it. And here we go. Match number 2. Match point for Name Unavailable to move forward. And what does Name Unavailable have is the question. Oh dear, yes, Chef's Rest 5. So both of them have 3 defensive teams. So it's Reign of Sorrows and Reclaim on that Flagellant. It's Arbalest, full support Arbalest, no suppressing fire. It's an Abomination with, I believe, Wretch's Cloak and Spiked Chain. And the Man-at-Arms seems to have kind of just, it seems to have an interesting setup actually. He has Riposte. I don't think it's going to be useful this match, but he does have Riposte. And here, Silac is probably going to regret putting his Crusader in position 2. He has been playing it with Crusader in position 2 a bit more recently, rather than in position 1. And this means that he's just going to get piled. So the Flagellant's probably going to have to waste a turn moving back here, just to make sure that the Crusader doesn't get piled every single freaking turn, because it is really annoying when the Crusader just gets piled again and again. And that's one of the reasons that the Flagellant just goes in 2 on this team. Pretty defensive stuff, but it's not double immortal, so yay. Yeah. Silac Pro should be hard winning here, right? Well, the thing is, we should be. Nah, it's good, relax. Relax, buddy, relax. So yeah, his Man-at-Arms has Rancid Cure-All, and he has the Eerie Eye as well, so no Numbing Incense on that Man-at-Arms, no Numbing Incense, no Protector's Kite. He has this setup mostly to deal with the Oppressive Vestal. I think he was expecting an Oppressive Vestal to come through, and Oppressive Vestal would have been really annoying, considering the, the Eerie Eye and the nets that that Name Unavailable brings, which I believe he brings it. Yeah, I believe he brings that as well. So that would have been really quite annoying to watch. The Grave Robber just get pulled again and again and just be annoyed like that. So that's why he brought the Eerie Eye, because against that team you really want to spam Bellows, and without the Eerie Eye your Bellows kind of meh. So if you bring the Eerie Eye, it's better. But I end up just bringing the Numbing Incense rather than the Rancid Cure-All. No, the Rancid is just there, but the Eerie Eye comes through to counter it. The Rancid is just there. Usually you just bring Numbing Incense as like the main trinket on the Man-at-Arms, but I think he was using the Rancid as more of like the main trinket in this situation. I don't think he's too worried about Man-at-Arms being stressed out, I guess. So he went command buff round 1 to just try and hit those Reign of Sorrows. Looks like he's trying to play way more aggressively than defensively in this situation, which I'm gonna have to say might not be the play here. I guess since he doesn't have Numbing Incense, he kind of has to go for it, but in a situation like this, you usually just guard the Grave Robber, so both your backliners have a ton of DOT resistance, so you'd be perfectly fine against that Flagellant. And a kitty died, the kitty did die, poor kitty. They don't care about the cat though, they only care how to win. But yeah, you just do that, you'd have the Flagellant in position 2, you'd have stress healing while your opponent doesn't. So you'd be able to out-sustain them later down the line, right? So the DOT comes down regardless of the 75 bleed resistance that the Grave Robber does have, regardless of the 54 dodge that she had. Or, no, she had 49, I think. But yeah, regardless of the amount of dodge, and oh my god, it's just crit after crit, and so much stress being dealt. That Man-at-Arms is already almost afflicted. Yeah, no bolster, no Numbing Incense. It is very rough to be playing it this way, but he has the stress heals. He probably doesn't want to go for the stress heals because there's no horror coming through yet. He ends up going for it. He's gonna go for the Virtue Chant. He's still gonna go Afflicted because he doesn't have any anti-stress on that Man-at-Arms, so he's gonna get Afflicted quite quickly. Yeah, it's looking quite bad, I'll have to say as well. So the Arbalest is healing herself, so that buys Silac a bit of time there. That does buy Silac a bit of time, and he has done some amount of stress, and the Panic Darts will come down to do even bigger amounts of stress, and also to probably get that Man-at-Arms to this door. And once that does happen, there's really no way for... how do I put it? There's really no way for Name Unavailable to kind of just save him. He can go Reclaim and he can go heal, but you won't have a way of dealing with the stress, you won't have a way of guarding him. It's going to be very difficult to actually save the Man-at-Arms once that happens. That's why he's choosing the Man-at-Arms to focus down, because if he didn't, then the Man-at-Arms would just guard whoever was getting really close to dying until they were not dying anymore, and you'd keep all 4 characters alive while your opponent would eventually lose one of theirs. Or you start delaying the Affliction means that Rancid gets value for longer. Ooh, possibly, but you lose a lot of tempo when you go for the Inspiring Cries, especially when there's no horror on your side, so you're healing some stress while your opponent continues doing stress and also does stuff on top of it, like the bile and the blight and all that. I think that one of the biggest reasons he actually went for that is so he gets the virtue chance, and so he maybe gets the win out of the virtue, because it's feeling like he might have to get a virtue here to take this one. Reign of Sorrows RNG that Silac is getting is so bad. Yeah, he just keeps getting bled. He just keeps getting bled. You know, it just happens. There's that Crimson Hook on the Flash Hunt, and yeah, he is going for heals here. He is definitely playing this now he is definitely playing this as if he were trying to just be very defensive. It started off looking aggressive with those Reign of Sorrows coming down, and you know, you would Reign of Sorrows anyway, but I feel like he didn't have to go for the command buff. He could have just gone bolster round 1 and then have gone for the guards. It would have saved him a lot of the harm that has come down. Very surprised by that Abomination just going for a stun there on the Crusader. I feel like he could just be spamming the bile, especially considering that he has the what do you call it, the spike chain. But at the same time, he might just not want to give Silac's Flagellant more healing at this point by going for more Reign of Sorrows. It is a bit weird, that situation. But yeah, there's going to be more command buffs. Has the Man-at-Arms even bolstered? He doesn't have bolster! The Man-at-Arms doesn't even have bolster. Jesus. Silac trying to win against Name in the end game. He's going for the end game. I think he knew the Flagellant wouldn't go for more Reign of Sorrows that turn. Possibly. That's possibly the reason. But then again, I don't know. I think going for Bile would still be more helpful to do more dots to the Crusader and just start bringing him down to 0, getting him afflicted too, because you really need to punish Silac for bringing the Crusader in position 2, because he should not bring the Crusader in position 2. I feel like it's not the best move for the team that he's bringing. They go afflicted from passing, and whoever death blows themselves from afflictions wins. True. What if we get to a Flagellant 1v1? We won't. But if we do, then they have to pass. They have to pass until whoever has the most HP wins. That really is how it be. But we won't get to a Flagellant 1v1. They both have Reclaim. But yeah, neither of them have Punish, so it would be a bit weird. And before Virtue. There is a Virtue chance. That's until round 31. It would literally have to be that way, but I've never seen two punishless Flagellants be fighting each other at the end. I guess it's not impossible, but between the Reclaim and the other stuff that they have, that just never happens. Would be really funny though. So here goes another Panic Darts. That Man-at-Arms is really not enjoying himself, but neither is Silac's side. Also not enjoying themselves. Here goes another Reign of Sorrows. No crits this time, but still a lot of stress. Bleed on both. And is it enough a Virtue? It is! Vigorous! Vigorous! Vigorous Virtue! I am so done. Vigorous Virtue. That's a heal as well. Oh my god, he actually goes Virtuous. There is yet hope for Silac. Our Frenchie can still do it. Yeah, Vigorous heals himself. It's huge. I mean, the extra damage from going first doesn't matter whatsoever, but now he has more resistances. Look at that, 70 Blight Res. He heals himself! 70 Blight Res and 100 Bleed Res. Very difficult to bleed now. And here's the thing. The reason that Man-at-Arms just has to keep spamming that command buff is because he can't hit the Grave Robber if he doesn't spam the command buff. So now he has to deal with a lot of dodge and he has to deal with a lot of resistances. And I mean a lot of resistances. Not courageous, but still very good. Yeah, for sure. Very, very good. It prevented the affliction on the Grave Robber. Oh, did it? Oh, that's so BS when it happens. I absolutely hate it. Yeah, here goes the Reign of Sorrows, and oh god, that's not looking good. That's not looking good whatsoever. What was looking amazing before, it's just not nice now. Yeah, it is not nice now, because that backline for Name Unavailable is getting shredded. His Man-at-Arms is getting shredded, and he hasn't gotten that much out of it. Okay, he got a Masochistic Grave Robber, so that is actually really big, but the Man-at-Arms is just vigorous. But here's the problem, the Man-at-Arms might drop the Death Star and still die anyway. And then the Virtue doesn't really amount to anything whatsoever. but he just has to pray that's not the case in a situation like this. So here goes another Panic Dart, so that Man at Arms is for sure dropping to 0 now, right? There's no way he's not dropping to 0. He goes Masochistic as well, and he is Afflicted and Masochistic, so that's quite big. I mean, he's not gonna be taking any dots now, but he's already taken so many that it might not be enough. Is this the Balance mod Darkest Dungeon? Nah, it's not. That's next tournament. Yeah. Goes for another command buff. He could go for Zealous here to get the kill. He is kind of risking it. Next tournament is gonna be... well, it's not even gonna be Butcher Circus, it's gonna be like... Butcher Circus 3.0. Yeah, we're not probably gonna like... if we do end up using those mods for the tournament, we're probably not going to... you know, just radically change everything. Also, that's a really big Zealous. What we're gonna do is most likely just do some balance changes that most people agree with to make the game more balanced and make the characters that aren't played be played more. Because, I mean, if you look at the game, it seems every match has Crusader, every match has A-Bomb or Flagellant, right? The teams seem to be all revolving around the same. Like, we're not seeing Hellion teams, we're not seeing Plague Doctor teams, and for good reason. We're not really seeing occultist teams either, sadly. And Shieldbreaker does show up a fair bit. But yeah, there's a lot of characters that we're just not seeing have play. And we don't want to overbuff them, we don't want to make Butcher Circus not be Butcher Circus anymore. But we want to basically make it so it's a bit more balanced and we can see the characters that play a bit less play some more, right? That's the idea. Occultist 0 heal crit 10 out of 10 peak gameplay. See? I think someone's at my door. Uh-oh. This is bad. So the Affliction is gonna come through on the Arbalist? I'm getting quite fearful, I don't know. Does the Arbalist go fearful as well? She does! The Arbalist goes fearful just like I am. Now I'm getting really fearful. Should have joined this tournament specifically to play Occultist. I don't think any of the players right now have Occultist on their deck, which is really unfortunate because Occultist is decently good. Right, he's not the worst. He's not the worst of the characters. But you change the Occultist rank that increases heal by 4, definitely. Has to be changed. That trinket sucks. Alright, see you around, Gilbo. Hope you enjoy the matches. At the rate this match is going, it might still be on when you come back. Wow! Decides against going for the kill on the Man-at-Arms, just goes for the Panic Darts on the Arbalist instead. There's going to be yet another stun going through onto that Crusader. So he's taking a lot of DOT. I mean, let's be honest, Silac's backline is on the verge of collapse. He failed a 10% stun, did he? Also enjoys when I pull up to the function with Puncture Shieldbreaker. No! Not the Puncture Shieldbreaker. Did the Man-at-Arms just heal himself out of the store, by the way? Or did he not have enough DOT? Maybe he didn't have enough DOT. So here comes another Reign of Sorrows. The Grave Robber survives. Man-at-Arms resists the bleed as well, which is really big. I think that that Arbalist was dropping anyway, but he goes for the stress regardless. Not enough dots, okay. Yeah, now the Arbalist is definitely dropping. The Abomination goes irrational. Is that the French Circus? Who said, have we seen the Flagellants 1v1 at the end? This might be looking like one of those, because I think both backlines are gonna die. But then Silac still has a Crusader. That's kind of just the only problem here. The only problem for them unavailable, that is. So he's gonna heal himself with the Arbals just to stay alive a bit longer here, and that's a completely fair move. Probably wants to go for his final turn with the Grave Robber. Maybe to drop another Panic Darts on the Arbals. That might be her dead unless some heals come down. Moves forward. Could go for the pick to the face. Obviously not gonna do it. Goes Panic Darts on the Arbals. Oh, the crit saves her actually. The crit saves her here, so she can still heal herself and just live. So that is absolutely huge for name unavailable at this point. I think Silac will probably win with Crus Flag. I mean, that's a pretty easy prediction to make. Crusader Flag are huge. Wow, decides not to use the Flagellant, or rather, decides not to use the Arbals to heal herself, so she might just die now to an immediate Train of Sorrows. But looks like Silac is going to go for the heal first. The reasoning behind it is that he really wants to keep the Grave Robber alive, right? So, Name Unavailable saw an opportunity to kill her and just went for it before the heal came down. Sadly, did not get that opportunity to come through, and the Arbals passes with the Fearful. Oh, that is really bad. That is really bad. There might be even a Bellow here because it's so much stress, and there's Eerie Eye to actually hit it. Extra stress on the Act Out, and oh, it's so much because of the Wretch's Cloak. Huge passer. It is. It really is a huge passer, isn't it? A passer. There's gonna be an order onto Name Unavailable's team, and he's gonna have 3 characters at this door here, and it's just oh, and there's no Arbalist anymore. The extra stress might kill the Men-at-Arms with that, and no extra stress on anyone. No one cares about the Arbalist dying. The Abomination does stress, and no, this looks really rough. This looks really rough. I think Silac's Virtue kind of just stabilized the match to the point that it just looks terrible now. There's going to be a transform, maybe a transform, and a charge on the Crusader. A charge for 1! Gets the push though, gets the push. That's actually quite big. And yeah, the horror on both of those characters means that you might just be able to keep them alive at this point. So you can go for an immediate kill on the Abomination with just the Panic Darts. And if he gets a crit on it, it might be enough to just get rid of him. But decides to go for a Bellow first, which is probably a guaranteed kill onto the Men-at-Arms, and a lot of stress onto the Abomination as well. He also takes stress from the Men-at-Arms dying. Yeah, crit 1, huge. Now takes even more stress from from being in transformation mode. He's going to de-transform now and just go for maybe even a Blight. Oh no, he's gonna go for chains! He's gonna go for chains on the Grave Robber. I don't know if I can agree with this move. I mean, she does have a lot of DOT on him, enough DOT that Rain probably doesn't matter, but I think at this point, Silac just goes for an Inspiring Cry on the Grave Robber, right? Just to try and save her. Maybe an Inspiring Cry or something of the likes, because there's no Holy Lands, there's no anything of the likes. So yeah, he does go for the Inspiring Cry there to save the Grave Robber, gets rid of a lot of that horror. 1 reclaim, 1 stress heal, and that Grave Robber becomes unkillable. Exactly. Exactly, that's pretty much how it is. So there's a crit, we don't know who it was on, but it's going to be a dead Men-at-Arms now. Extra stress going through onto the Grave Robber, and the Crusader goes Fearful. Oh, he's gonna pass and move back. So yeah, the Crusader is gonna be stuck to the back for a very long time, it feels. But that Grave Robber is alive. That Grave Robber is alive. But how long will she be alive? There's no punish. I will survive, Clueless. There's no punish. If Name Unavailable had punish here, I would dare to say it's GG. But since he doesn't have punish, how is he going to kill this Grave Robber? Because because he can't save his Abomination here. The Abomination is completely screwed. This looks unwinnable. You know, none of the flash ones have punish, so he's just forced to go for Reign of Sorrows. Now the Grave Robber will click, and unless she self-oofs with the Masochistic... Oh, she does stress. There could have been a self-oof. Unless she self-oofs, that Panic Darts is a heart attack. A dead Abomination. Yeah, and this looks quite bad now. Because it is almost a flat 1v1, except the Crusader and the Grave Robber are still alive. And Name Unavailable abandons the match, and it's going to be 1-1. It's going to be match 3 between these two once more. And that is exciting. That is hella exciting. Yay, can't wait for round 40! Immortal Mask Mirror match, come on! You know you want to. So let's look at the teams they have now. So, Silac no longer has Silac Prot, and he no longer has Halo. So yes, WD, Immortal Musketeer, and Septic Tank. All three teams, bangers, banger teams. While Name Unavailable has no WD and no Chef Stress 5. So he still has Oppressive Vestal, Septic Tank, and Immortal Musketeer. So... oh dear, what was that? That wasn't on my end. But yeah, so they both have the same teams. They both have... wait, no, there's no WD. Wait, I'm confused. He played WD, and then he played Chef Stress 5, Name Unavailable. So he has Oppressive Vestal, and both of them have Septic Tank and Immortal Musketeer, so that's number 3 and 4 for Name Unavailable. And then it's the difference between WD and Oppressive Vestal. So in this situation, if Silac plays Immortal Musketeer, he's either going to have to face Oppressive Vestal, which would be quite bad. He's going to have to face Septic Tank, which wouldn't be ideal, but not too terrible, but not ideal. Or he would have to face Immortal Musketeer, which shouldn't be too bad. If he picks WD, he's going to have to face either Oppressive Vestal, which would be fine. He's going to have to face Septic Tank, which would be horrible. Or he's going to have to face Immortal Musketeer, which should be fine-ish. Fine-ish. So I don't know if he's going to go for that. If he plays Septic Tank himself, he's either going to have to play with the Oppressive Vestal, which would be kind of bad, into Septic Tank, which would be, you know, mirror match, or he would have to play into Immortal Musketeer, which should be relatively okay. So we might see Septic Tank, double Septic Tank here. That might be the play that they're going for. Or Silac just high rolls it, brings WD, and expects the Oppressive Vestal on the counter pick. Or they both just go Immortal Musketeer and, you know. And we're here for the long run. Yeah. But this will be the final match of today. Why did I call it Shock? No Eep Valley going on right now. It used to be called Septic Shock, but then I think I called it Septic Tank or something, or someone else called it Septic Tank. Another case of rock, paper, scissors. Always has been. Yeah, it's a lot of rock, paper, scissors, the decks, and, you know, just Butcher Circus overall. This is one of those situations. Oh, I see Silac. What is he typing? He's saying, whenever when you are ready. Whenever you are ready, says Silac. I think Silac has something up his sleeve. Keep in mind, Silac has the girlfriend buff. He's like one of the only people in this tournament with the girlfriend buff. You think we would beat both Septic Tank and WD. So that's probably what Name Unavailable will play. If it's a mirror match, then yeah, it's up to luck probably. Not just luck, but knowledge. You need to be very good at that team. Chef, please don't remind me of my failings. In time, you will learn the tragic extent of my failings. thoughts on the boyfriend buff versus the girlfriend buff? Well, considering Toscalis hasn't been doing very well, I think the girlfriend buff is stronger. Yeah, I think the girlfriend buff is stronger, so if you want to play with your Circus to the max level, you should probably get a girlfriend. Predictions? I'd say most likely Immortal Musketeer mirror match. It's starting to feel like it. But it's more likely that Name Unavailable plays Immortal Musketeer than it is for Silac. Silac might just go WD. Or they might just go, both just go Septic Tank. It is possible. And those are the, you know, Immortal Musketeer is the team with Musketeer, WD is the first one for Silac. And Septic Tank is, you know, the one with the double DOT backliners. Not everyone knows every name of the shitfart comps. What's the fiance buff? I must be a god at this game. The fiance buff, huh? I don't know, it hasn't been experimented with yet. Well, you need to try joining one of the tournaments. Because if he goes into WD... What? What do you mean loses? Septic Tank hard counters WD. What if Name predicts Silac going for Immortal Musketeer and Shieldbreaker's all over Silac though? Exactly. That is one of the things. So it's more likely that Name Unavailable goes Immortal Musketeer than Silac is. Because if Silac does it, he might just get counterpicked. With the Oppressive Vessel. Because that guard break is big. The guard break is freaking big. I mean, WD does pretty well to it too, but... Silac is sending "Are you here?" smiley face to Name Unavailable because it has been so long since the previous match. I don't think Name Unavailable plays Septic. Yeah, depends on luck. Yeah, definitely depends on luck, but it's better for Septic Tank for sure. Like you have dodge and regen and AoE. WD hates all of those. As you know, oh, he's locked in. Name Unavailable is locked in. As you know, everyone, WD always wins, so... If he goes WD, I don't know. It would need to be a really hard counter pick for him to lose. Name Unavailable Secret has the wife-husband buff and is cooking right now. Oh, the wife buff probably beats the girlfriend buff, right? Oh, no. Wait, one thing we could see, that now might be a little too late because I was silly, but one thing that we could still see if Silac doesn't lock it in immediately is the match result from their previous match. Okay, there it is, there it is. So in the previous time that they played, let me just remove everything real quick. The last time that they played, Silac went WD first and beat Immortal Musketeer. Then he went Halo and lost to Oppressive Vestal. And then he went Septic Tank and just barely beat the Shepstress 5 that's already been played. So the only one to play Immortal Musketeer was Name Unavailable. He's already played this one. But he hasn't played Oppressive Vestal yet, and he did win with it last time. So he might win with it again. Wow, WD just won that really hard. Well, we'll see. Here it is, it's time. Oh boy, it's a rematch. It's a rematch. Okay, let's go straight into it then. So it's WD versus Immortal Musketeer. Yeah, so he won this the previous time. The Abomination went Eagle Eye Talisman! He cooked! He cooked! The Eagle Eye Talisman Abomination for those stuns against maybe Shieldbreakers and stuff of the likes. So this means that his stun chance is kinda low. But he gets more accuracy and he gets more damage for everything that the Abomination has, so that's pretty good. The Men at Arms has double stun resistance. What?! The Flagellant is aggressive! The Flagellant has Reclaim and Rain! Reclaim and Rain and the Spiked Bat! That's crazy! That is an aggressive Immortal Musketeer. That is wild. I wonder how that's gonna work out. I wonder if this is like tried and true, or if he's just experimenting this for the first time. I do generally wonder. The rest seems to be everything the same, so the Abomination is still Numbing Incense and Spiked Chain and all that. But this Man-at-Arms guarding is gonna be quite big, because you can't stun him basically. I don't think Silac prepared for Immortal Mask then. I mean, I think they both prepared to be fighting something else. Yeah, I think because of that Reign of Sorrows on the Flagellant with the Spiked Bat, he was preparing more for either the Mortal Musketeer matchup, because the bleed chance would be big, right? Or for Septic Tank than he was for WD with that Flagellant. But he also went full stun resistance on the Man-at-Arms, so it's kind of like a balanced approach. Unbalanced, but balanced in a way. So instead of being like both characters take like a pick that would just do relatively well into everything. Wow, the move forward, based. Why suffer when you can just move forward? Oh god. The Abomination just passes. And now there's going to be a preemptive heal! It heals it for like 6 HP! That's insane. That's actually insane. A preemptive heal on the Flagellant. Well, I don't think Silac's gonna hit into that. I think Silac expected an Oppressive Vestal, and Name expected Silac not going Immortal Musketeer. Yeah, something of the likes. He's going to be a defender on that Abomination, and oh, what do you do now? What do you do now? Because you can't. Oh well, you can shoot the Man-at-Arms. He only has 40 prot, and now he's a target, and you still have the Arbalest mark on there. But you can't stun him, so you can't keep going for the Abomination. You can't slam the Abomination to break the guard because he's in position 3. And if you go for the Flagellant, he has plus healing received on him at the moment from the Musketeer healing him. So really kind of an odd situation for Silac to be in, but he can probably just shoot or do something of the likes. He's gonna go Caltrops! He might fail the bleeds. He gets the bleed on everyone. At this point, I'd say Caltrops is a move. Definitely. Because, I mean, you're not gonna break through, it feels like. It doesn't feel like you're just gonna straight up break through immediately, so you might as well drop Caltrops to have that pressure going later down the line. Because here's the thing, WD, a lot of people feel like this is the kind of team that just has to break through immediately or it loses, but it's not. WD can play the long game as well. It can play the long game, it can transform twice, it can get the Caltrops, it can consistently cause pressure, force your opponent on the defense, do stress with crits and death's doors, and eventually break through later down the line. It doesn't have to break through immediately for you to win, except it always has the chance of breaking through, and if it does break through, it wins. That's the idea. Oh, he's going hard on the secondary win condition. He's going hard on the secondary win condition. He's given up. So Silac has basically given up. I don't think this is how you should be doing it. I think that going for you should be trying to get the primary win condition, and the secondary win condition just comes at a cost as a consequence of the primary win condition. Just going straight up Zealous when he could be going for a stun there on the Flagellant. Unless he got the stun the previous round, there was no stun chance. Oh, okay, he did get the stun the previous round, so there was no stun chance on there. So going for the Zealous makes complete sense. But yeah, he definitely needs to kind of toe the line here with how he plays WD. And see just how he can break through this, because I don't think he's too used to this kind of matchup. Silac is somewhat new to WD. He hasn't played it anything at all before the previous tournament. He's kind of only playing it as of recently. So I want to see just how well he does with it. He's been playing it very well so far in the matches that I did see him play it. He hasn't played it recently, and you know that's led him to this point where he's one match away from losing. I feel like, but gets the crit sniper shot there onto the Man-at-Arms, so that's absolutely huge. There will be a regen. Nah, that's not a random R rage, it's a good rage. He knows he has to focus his Man-at-Arms down. Man-at-Arms is probably going to guard again for the 70 prot, and that's indeed what he does. So now there's probably still going to be a rage, after which he should just get the kill here. He should win here. So there's going to be a rage which does 4 damage, then the Arbalest has to heal to keep him alive. But after the Arbalest heals, the Musketeer heals, the Arbalest can still shoot, get that Man-at-Arms back down to 0, because even with the Musketeer heal, he should have enough damage because of the crit, and because of the Piercing Quarrel, and because of the Stabilizing Tiller. And after that, the Abomination will have to go for a stun onto Silac's own Bounty Hunter if he wants to survive here. That's his only way of surviving now. He has to stun the Bounty Hunter. It's a 65 that it goes through. And if he doesn't, the Crusader is gonna have to get the kill here. He gets the stun! He gets the stun, so it's gonna come down to the Crusader now. Does the Crusader get the kill? Is the question, because if he doesn't get the kill, and then the Man at Arms just regens again, and it's gonna be quite annoying. But if he does get the kill, then he's chilling. Like, completely chilling. He's just won if he gets the kill here. It's a 25-3. What?! Why does he decide against it? Does he feel like he can still get the kill? That's so odd. That is so odd to me. He just gave that flashlight redeem. I do not understand the play. I genuinely do not understand the play that he was going for here. I am extremely confused. Because he just gave that flashlight his redeem, so he... I don't know, maybe he's realized that he couldn't get the kill, but I feel like he could get it on the 25, and even if he doesn't, it was still a decent chance of stunning, right? Unless he goes for another stun on the flashlight now, the 35. That's very risky though. Oh my god, he gets it. Oh, he gets it though. Moi, goals are beyond your understanding. That's funny because he's French. Yeah, goes for the stun on the Abomination now. Has to go for it, or else the flashlight's just dead here. The flashlight might still be dead, even with that. It doesn't have enough DOT on him just yet, so he should be fine here, but the thing is, no, he should be fine, he should be alive. Still, he should be alive, even with this stun, because if the Arbalest doesn't shoot, he just heals, or rather, he just clicks the flashlight. And after clicking the flashlight, then Silac has to go for one of his turns, and it's probably not going to be the finisher turn. After which, you know, it's just perfectly fine here. Silac's FPS is a lot better now, isn't it? Like, maybe it's just my internet that got better, but it feels like he's just... his FPS have gotten much better. But, yeah. Now, whoever he hits is probably just going to get healed, so he probably doesn't even want to hit the flashlight, but... oh, he had the chance of getting a kill and he didn't go for it! I hate it, I hate it, I hate it so much. I really do hate it. He's gonna go for it anyway. Bring the flashlight down to 0. I mean, it's still winnable, but I feel like he really squandered an opportunity. He had the 25 to get the kill, and I feel like he had to go for it. So it's really making me hate Silac, but what can you do? You could have pulled the Musketeer there, by the way, and just shot her. Or marked her and shot her, especially with the crit buff that he has, instead of doing this. Or just mark the Men at Arms again, to get him ready to be shot once more, and keep up the offense, but he's going for this line of play. Which, fair enough, it might work out in the end, because the flashlight is going to be dazed eventually. Oh my god. Oh, it's saddening, it's saddening. You could have pulled the Musketeer and just one-shot her. I mean, the flashlight would have still gone for the redeem and all that, but... oh, it's so sad. I really wish I saw Silac get a kill here, but it looks like the game rages on. That Abomination is just dedicated to stunning. He doesn't want to go Bile at this point. He does not want to drop the freaking Bile. Which, I mean, fair enough, he might need not to drop the Bile, considering how close his characters are to collapse. So the Man at Arms is going to go for another turn. He might change the guard. No, he goes for the guard on the A-bomb again. So he should still have 70 prot here. Yes, he does. Personally think Silac's offense has already been stopped. No early kill happening. Not quite. Not quite. Every time there's a kill, like, you're going to have like 3 opportunities to get the kill. And then comes, well, can you still win through stress or whatever? Because then the HP just gets too low, and then he has to go for heals, and he has to start praying that your opponent, you know, has to go for heals as well, and that's already like a pass or 2, or something of the likes. But we're going to be here a while for sure. You're going to be here a while for sure. He goes for yet another mark. No longer has the crit buff on that Arbalest, so won't be doing as much damage anymore. Still a big ton of damage, most likely, but not as much. The Musketeer is going for the shot! And that's a Bounty Hunter at this store. Here's the thing, if Silac loses a character, he loses. That's just a guarantee, I tell you. If he loses a character, he's lost. And this is really where Name Unavailable wants to be. He wants to be in this situation where Silac is healing, spending his turns healing his characters. And if he has to do that, he's not being aggressive. And if he's not being aggressive, Name unavailable is winning. Because he can just stabilize his defensive position. Oh, that might miss! It does not. It could have missed. Oh! What a crit! Oh, Jesus! Crit 58! My god. There's a massive crit on there. The Abomination is getting closer to 0 HP. He's gonna drop the next round. That bleed is really quite annoying. And yeah, I feel like the amount of damage that Name Unavailable has done is actually 3 to 5 damage. That's a disgrace. 8 to 15 on the flash roll. It feels like Silac is lost here. He doesn't see the game plan anymore. I don't think he sees the game plan anymore. And fair enough, it becomes very difficult once your initial offense fails to find another avenue of attack to just try to get the win some other way. It becomes very, very difficult for sure. That's why you see the flash want instead. He's not looking too good. He can be shot here. And he's stunned as well. He's stunned and dazed, so that's really not too good. There's just going to be a bell, because if he changes the guard, then the Abomination goes down to 0, and that's even worse. But now the Musketeer still has her healing, which is really the annoying part. However, if the Musketeer doesn't... If you use the Abomination turn here and go for a heal, and the Arbalist manages to do enough damage with a sniper shot after the Musketeer heal, that Flashlight might just be dead. But that's a what an if might, so not too guarantee that the kill will come down. Looks like it's going to be a rage instead. Silac is going all in. Silac is absolutely going all in. He's praying that the Musketeer doesn't heal for a lot. How much does she heal for? I believe the heal is somewhat bugged. He doesn't want to look at the healing received buff to see how much it is. 12. It's not enough. That guy's dying. That lad is dying. Unless 7 to 13. 10. 10! 10! What a joke! It's not enough! Oh, it's not enough! It was a mid-roll and it's just not enough to kill him. Please, just pull the Musketeer. Please, pull the Musketeer. Don't go finish him. Oh, that is sad. That is really sad. I mean, if he pulls the Musketeer can go buckshot as well, but... And that might kill the Abomination here. But man, those Bell debuffs really just ruined the Arbalist there at that point. Goes for the 45, gets it, gets the 45. Now he has to pray that he doesn't die to the 25, or if a buckshot does come down. It is very likely to come down. No, move back twice! Move back twice instead of going for the 25 to kill. They don't care about 25s, they want wins. They don't want a chance of winning, they want a win. Just guaranteed win is what they want. So right now he could just shoot immediately, or he could de-transform and just go for a heal. Looks like that's what he's going to be going for. He is de-transform. He might try to stun the Flagellant, but that's so unlikely. Oh, that's a lot of time that he just bought. That's a lot of time that he just bought right there. I think the Abomination wants to stun the Bounty Hunter. I think that's what he's looking for. Oh no, he's going to transform. Puts the Flagellant, unless he passes it, but I doubt it. Charges the Crusader, so there's no Crusader stun. Interesting, but now there's Holy Lance on 2. Huh? I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, Holy Lance onto the Musketeer looks kind of juicy, doesn't it? Holy Lance in the Musketeer does look kind of juicy here, because the Flagellant can go for his heals, but like... Here's the thing, the Flagellant has to go for the heal right now, because if he doesn't, the Musketeer just dies to the sniper shot. Oh! He's looking at the men-at-arms! Does he go for the men-at-arms? Does he forget about the guard and the stabilizing tiller? Or does he risk the 55? There's no way he risks a 55. He has to go for the heal. There's no other move here. Oh my god, he's gonna risk it! Oh my god, no way he does that! No way he does that! That's a 55 to get the kill. Does he get it? Oh my god, he does not! Oh, that is painful! That is the embodiment of pain. He does not get the 55 kill. And now the Flash just drops to reclaim. Oh my god. It's so painful. I can't believe it. I can't believe how painful that is. The agony. It really is. It's actual agony that the 55 does not get a kill. Genuine, actual genuine agony. Now that was the second avenue for a kill, now you need to look for a third. Because he failed both the first and the second, so... Oh, that is really unfortunate though. Fails the debuff there on the Abomination. Looks like the Arbol is just the Musketeer is just gonna heal herself. What? Wait, oh no, the mark's going away. The mark's going away, right? Yeah, it only lasted 2 rounds, so the mark is going away at this point. It kind of shocked me for a second there. The Flagellant dropping to their store will heal both characters, but Arbalest has to go for a heal now. Or maybe the Crusader goes for a heal, that's a possibility as well, but... Or maybe just goes full on aggression, only lances the Abomination. But he might not do enough damage considering the battle debuffs. Decides to heal with the Arbalest at the end of the day. Outright intense mode. Okay. Watch this. I'm gonna change songs very quickly, because the lobby is not the song to be on right now. So yeah. Wait, what happened? I looked away for a second. and it's Silac's turn again. What happened? What did the Men-at-Arms do? Did he bellow? He must have bellowed, right? Men-at-Arms must have bellowed. Okay, so the Abomination is at 0 HP here. He can get killed, but Flagellant is just gonna go click and probably heal as well. So he's probably gonna go click and redeem on the redemption on the Abomination. And it does average rolls on each. So now there could be a finish him onto that Flagellant. 7 to 17 damage, that's not too shabby. 8! Oh, that is quite shabby. MEA bellowed, yeah, it looks like he bellowed as well. It does look like that. But there's a lot of stress on Silac's side now. I think he's running out of time. I really think he's running out of time. There's probably just a detransform Bile here. And no, there's a slam! Another slam onto that Crusader. And now the Abomination goes for a stun and gets a stun onto the enemy Abomination. Quite fortunate that stun, considering he only has 1 stun trinket. But it does go through. The Abomination just immediately passes, and now, where is his kill? Where is his kill, I ask of the Flagellant isn't feeling too good. Neither is the rest of his team. He could just immediately shoot the Men-at-Arms. He only has 40 prot. And I think there's a few battle debuffs on there. Like, 1 too many battle debuffs. He's gonna mark the Flagellant. Man, you have 3 characters marked. Is that really what you need? Another one. I mean, but the mark does last 4 rounds, so it is kind of big. Yeah, a 4-round mark is very useful. So he changes the guard because no need to guard the Musketeer anymore. She can't be pulled after the Bounty Hunter turn has gone down. There could just be a 50-50 stun here on the. Oh no, it's 30. The Men-at-Arms has double stun resistance trinkets. So Silac's frontline really just can only Zealous or maybe even Rally to the Flame. Or just keep the Crusader turn to go for oh, he's gonna go Zealous. Oh no, he's gonna go stun. Does he get it? 45, he gets it. That's a very big stun, because if he didn't get that, I'd have to say it might be it. But he does thankfully get it. Goes for the heal onto the Abomination, just keeping the HP up. Yeah. Silac has maybe 3 more rounds to get something done. Yeah, basically, yeah. He has tried twice. He can... he doesn't go first. That's kind of the problem here. No way you go for the stun. He can transform Rage the A-Bomb. Might do some damage. Or he can also move back. He's gonna transform Rage the A-Bomb. That's what I'd do. Especially considering that he has the Eagle Eye Talisman and all that. Kind of a low roll on that. Kind of a really low roll on that. So the Flagellant might just move forward to 1 here. So he can't be shot. Or move back. Or just stay still. And just go regen. Funny how almost everything works. So yeah, a shot can happen now onto the Flagellant, meaning you would have to heal practically immediately. And yeah, he is going to have to heal immediately. He still has redeems, but he only has 1. And he has minus healing skills on it. The Musketeer can go for a heal as well, which is most likely what's going to happen here. So yeah, the Musketeer goes for the heal. The mark is still there for a while. So the Flagellant won't be able to just stay at this door and just spam her claims with the Men-at-Arms guarding. No more transforms on Silac's side. It is a bit rough, but that does seem to be the case here. Goes for a big finish him on the A-bomb, but there is a regen on there to keep him alive. And there's also the you know, the... how do I put it? The flagellant's restore anyway. So he might just be looking for a flare here, honestly. Or maybe even a shot on the musketeer. Decides to go for the flare. I say shot on the musketeer because then she'll drop to Death Store faster, and that would be quite handy. And you would also drop her to Death Store, maybe cause a bit of stress with it. You know, it doesn't sound like much, but it can be handy. There's going to be a regen. And the Abomination moves back into the bile kill! Oh no, goes for the stun. Doesn't get it. Causes a Death Store though. Causes a Death Store. That's actually kind of a big Death Store. Because now he has to go for the immediate redeem, or else he just gets sniper shot. Can you imagine that Silac had a 25 and a 55 to get the kills and win, and didn't get it? Kind of unfortunate, if you ask me. The mark is still there. But the Musketeer has her turn. And the A-bomb has a lot of HP again. And really the biggest problem for Silac here is that the strength bars are rising quite high, and the Crusader and Bounty Hunter are really low on HP. Well, he didn't even go for the 25. That's true, he didn't go for the 25, which I still think it was a misplay, but he did not go for it. He's gonna go for another stun, another 45. Does he get it? Oh, he does get it. He does get it. Now we got to butcher Circus combat. Another stun goes through. And Abomination just cannot act at this point. If the Abomination gets to act once, it's really bad. What if I just move forwards? No guard break anymore, so the MAA can freely guard flag and one. Zealous could happen, but yeah, he might do that soon. He might do that soon. At the same time, he might just stay there because the guard's going away soon. And he might just stay there and just do other stuff. So it looks like he's going to move back and go for the Beast Piles at this point, but he does not have Spiked Chain. He does not have Spiked Chain for that extra Blight skill chance, so it's not ideal, and the Musketeer can cure the Blights. But it is a move. It is definitely a move. So I think right now he could just hold the Musketeer, then shoot her, or depends on the regen on her, but I think she has a fair amount of regen. He could just shoot the Musketeer, force her to heal. Well, she wouldn't be forced to heal, she would just go for a shot, because she has regen. Or he could try to... No, marking the men-at-arms here does nothing, essentially. He could also pull the men-at-arms and then try to shoot the A-bomb, but that doesn't feel like a very good move. I think he really just has to pull the Musketeer, but it doesn't go through. Fails the 45. Holy grammar, I'm dying! Oh, that's an affliction because of the crit. That's a huge crit, actually. And goes selfish with the Bounty Hunter, so that's 2 afflictions going through already. And no kills yet. Probably has to drop a heal on that too. So that's 2 Death Store recovery debuffs as well. Oh, this is not looking good. This is really not looking good. It's probably going to be another Bellow here. More Bellow debuffs coming through. Oh, the Act Out for extra stress. Not quite enough for an extra affliction. Mortal has done enough. Shep, what is your HP right now? My HP or my stress bar? My HP should be like fine. Probably like at 80% or 90%. I don't know. I didn't have lunch. I just came straight into the stream. I had like a yogurt and the banana before this. And that's enough. Clearly. My horsepower. But TBH, this Immortal Mask is a very interesting one. It is, it definitely is. I mean, Suffer... I don't know. Maybe Suffer isn't worth it after all. Because this is the matchup that you want Suffer in, right? Oh, that's a Virtue. That's a Virtue. Crusader has gone Virtuous. This might turn the tides. He goes Concentrated. He went Focus. Yeah, Crusader going Virtuous is actually huge here. It's not a great Virtue to get. I think he would have preferred any of the other virtues apart from Stalwart. But it's still a virtue, and it still gives him accuracy and crit, and it gives other people accuracy and crit. So it's still very good to get. He walks in, that might just be what turns this around. He could flare. Would flare both the debuffs and the stun. And then, oh! Just goes for the shot on the Flagellant. Flagellant's at 0. You can go for a heal on that with the Musketeer, and you might not need to though. He doesn't need to. Goes for the shot on the Bounty Hunter. That means that the Crusader's probably just gonna get a double heal off soon. What does the Bounty Hunter do? Maybe he just pulls the Musketeer, right? Oh, he passes. Well, that's the Afflictions coming in. Yeah, Flagellant just moves forward. And there's no more transforms. He's gonna go Reign of Sorrows for the kill. Does he get it? 25. Oh, coup fatal. Oh, this has to be GG now then. Selfish Arbals is really quite poor as well. Oh, this looks like it might be over. This looks like it might be over, guys. It might be Sile over. It's so Jover. He had a 55 to kill the Musketeer and didn't get it. It's so sad though. Genuinely so sad. Now there's a heal onto the... Oh! There's a heal onto the Flagellant so the Men-at-Arms can not even guard anymore. Moves forward. Just going to heal the Crusader here, and at this point, I don't know what you can do. Like, that Immortal Musketeer is just steady. It is steady. It looks steady as hell. And it's funny because the last time they played, this was the very first matchup. And Silac a character. Which, you know, if you win, it's probably without losing a character to Immortal Musketeer. But still. He's just going for Zealous now. He's trying to get the Afflictions to do something here. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. The Flagellant still has all his Exsanguinates. He's gotten quite close to the Afflictions, but he's taken so much to get it done. This might just be 2 Afflictions though. Yeah, this is 2 Afflictions. No Blight on the Abomination, unfortunately. But yeah, the enemy Abomination goes Fearful, and the enemy Man-at-Arms goes... Hopeless. Year before name stalls on Silac. I mean, that's what he wants to do, right? If you play Immortal Musketeer, what you want to do is stall. So he's gonna try. Stressing Immortal Musketeer as WD. It do be like that. Oh! The immediate pass! Could this be? Could this be the turnaround? The immediate pass from that Abomination. That is big. Stress WD coming in clutch. Yeah, it is. Oh, goes for the Arbal's turn first. She moves back. I'm gonna go for the Sniper Shot. Gets a crit on it, but it's not enough damage. It would have been enough damage if he had gone last, but I mean, there probably would have been a guard or a bellow before then. Looks like it is gonna be a guard after all. The Man-at-Arms has less stun resistance now, so it's more possible to get a stun on him. Oh! Accuracy and crit for the Arbalist! Nice! Could stun the Flagellant too, but there isn't really too much to gain from it. We'll go for more Zealouses just to get stuff done. He goes for a stun on the Flagellant. I mean, he resisted as well. He gets the 15. A victory, perhaps the turning point. Yeah, so he's free to just reclaim that, Abomination and kind of just stall here. Yeah, reclaim the Abomination. Oh, stop crit healing with the Musketeer though. Why do they keep crit healing with the Musketeer? I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, I went focused, and on his act out he can do 10 accuracy and 10 crit for 4 rounds on whoever he gives it to. He's dealt a lot of blight to that Man-at-Arms, but will it be enough? Oh, the A-bomb passes again! This is giving Silac hope. Like, it's actually big. He's passed twice in a row. Maybe now if he stuns the Flagellant again, but this time it works. He's gonna go for the Zealous instead. Can the Flagellant miss? It would be quite unfortunate, but maybe. He does have to redeem already, because the Caltrops is still ticking. I mean, Caltrops has been ticking for like 15 rounds, by the way. Heals the Men-at-Arms to get rid of the Bliles. Of the Bile Bleeds. Probably just going to shoot the Musketeer here, cause their Storm, get her closer to Afflicted. 36 crit chance, by the way. Or is he gonna heal? Oh, I'm not sure if I agree with that heal, but decides to go for the heal. I mean, yeah, the Flagellant would heal the Musketeer out of this store anyway, but you would cause the stress and you'd cause her to drop a bit further, and that means that sooner she would have to use her action for self-heal, or there would have to be another reclaim on there. I feel like a shot would have been better than just that heal, but because you're gonna want to heal now if he gets the bleed, which he shouldn't. But yeah, at least he doesn't drop to this store now. There's one more Exsanguinate on that Flagellant. He's almost out of healing, almost exhausted. You can't pass twice in campaign? You're shitting me. Really? Oh, there's another Bile. That's a really big Bile. Actually, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of stress, not gonna lie. That is a lot of stress. Imagine Flagellant missing. Well, that would be GG. Maybe not GG, but it would be huge. Oh, that transform is gonna cause so much stress. There was still another transform. The charge knockback. Oh, no knockback happens because of the Virtue. The Virtue gives the move resistance. He's probably going to heal with the Arbalest again, I imagine. Just to get a bit more HP on it. And to use the Crusader turn for stun or Zealous. It's funny how it's 16 rounds in and the Men-at-Arms hasn't bolstered. Like, you got it. The Men-at-Arms hasn't bolstered, but the Musketeer is going stress heal. That's wild. Oh, there's crit for the A-bomb. That's quite big. There's gonna be another Zealous. Crit 14! Big Zealous. Big Zealous hit. I don't know. I really want to root for Silac, but I'm not sure if I see it. Ghost Bolster at last. It's a name unavailable. Finally realizes. Hang on a second. What's all this then about your stress? Huh? What's all this then? My favorite Latinx is streaming. Heart. Their voice is so beautiful. Oh my god. Nice to see you as well, my favorite Scarlex. Oh, there goes another Zealous. He's just spamming the hell out of Zealous at this point. The round 16 bolster. Yeah, then Available just realized, hang on, he's kinda stressing me out. Another reason he went for that ranging shot is so he gets the accuracy on the Exsanguinate. So now he can actually land that hit. And oh, that's a really big hit. The Abomination, the Crusader might be dead to stress here. The Arbalest will go for a heal, but even after the heal, it might just be a rage. Or a slam. Oh, no, Arbalest. No. Why would you do such a thing? Why would you do such a thing? There's a crit heal with the A-bomb. It's gonna be a D-transform. The Manacles might be the kill. It is the coup fatale, and that will be GG, sadly. As much as we want to root for Silac, that's most likely GG at this point. 17 rounds. It's lagging again? Oh no. It's not lagging for me. We are back? Okay, good. We are so back. Portuguese internet. It really be like that. Oh, another Bile. It just... Oh, these Biles really did put in a lot of work. Honestly, the bleed is running out from the Caltrops. There's only 8 rounds left on it. It's running out soon, the freaking Caltrops bleed. Can you imagine? How much damage has Caltrops dealt? It deals 8 per turn for 18 turns. It's dealt like, how much, like 200 damage? It's insane, actually insane. There's the act out sniper shot. Oh, good damage, but Musketeer is just gonna heal it. I have never seen a Caltrip Spleen run out. I've actually seen it run out once. Yeah, I've actually seen it run out once. There's a... Oh, the stress heal doesn't work, but it still causes stress, that A-bomb. Now the Flagellant's just gonna go for Reclaim, because he can. And the Abomination's probably just gonna stun the Arbalest here. Or the A-bomb. So no more A-bomb, it is now a 1v4. And Silac abandons. And big GG's to both players. Wow. That is crazy though. The 55%, it does not go through. Insane. Actually insane. Name unavailable wins with the Immortal Musketeer. You're just watching the credits at this point. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Nice to see you, man. So yeah, I think that is gonna be it. Agony. The agony. Legit think Name wanted to stall into 0 stress full heal there. I know, I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him. Thanks for the commentary on all the matches, Chef. Till tomorrow. Till tomorrow you as well, Darkness. Looking forward to your matches. We should start with your match against M18. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's stream. Let's have a quick look at the brackets for the last time. So yeah, tomorrow, so Silac is going out of the tournament, so tomorrow we will have Darkness versus M18. So Darkness, if he wins, it's going to be 2 Brazilians in the winners finals, which is going to be kind of fun. And if he wins, then that's going to be M18 versus David. And after that match, we will see Name unavailable fight whoever wins that. So it might be Name unavailable versus M18, which would be Chinese versus Chinese. And then... Wait, it would be Brazil versus Brazil and then Chinese versus Chinese. So it would end up being China versus Brazil at the end. So the BRICS countries, right? Yeah, but we might see that at the end. Our favorite country has dropped out, so... Yeah, tomorrow we have quite a few even more exciting matches to come, so I hope to see you then. Hope you all enjoyed today's live stream, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers!